Good evening, Jayant Kumar. Pratap, namaste. Shrija Pandi, good evening. Good evening, Jayant. Kavana, good evening. Good evening, Sakshi, Sneka, Taran, Simran, Bhavani, Bhagyashri. How are you? I'm fantastic. Happy Dasara, everyone. Thank you. Sahana, good evening. Happy Dasara. Bhagyashri, happy Dasara. Ayushi, good evening. Rukaya, good evening. Samiksha Raniwal, good evening. Now, let me just address one thing here first before we start with the class, because I saw these comments basically in the entire chat section where Mr. Santu Kumar Yadav in the last class had called me basically a BJP worker. Okay. And then the storyteller told me that bashing the Hindu newspaper left, right, whenever he gets an opportunity, भाई तुझे उस पेपर से इतनी प्रॉब्लम है तो उसका रेफरेंस ही मत ले और खुद का बीजे पार्टी बेस्ड न्यूज़पेपर निकाल दे। हर वक्त सरकार की चाटते रहते हैं। जिस दिन माउगली ने अपने तलवे पे जहर लगाया उस दिन ये आदमी भी बेहोश पड़ा मिलेगा। Anyway, too much of Hindi even for me to understand the meaning of it. Answer 0051 is telling UPSC X mark, BJP tick mark. Pratik Barzil. So my humble request to you, sir, don't mix UPSC preparation with your political ideology. This guy is not a teacher. Again, storyteller again. He is a BJ party stooge. None should spend even a penny on this moron. PW must remove him ASAP. He is biased. He's spreading his political ideology rather than teaching. Sir, why not be neutral? Why make it a political class? Can't even fact check things and chala hai UPSC padane. And again, the storyteller is, what is it basically behind me? Like 4 to 5 comments storyteller has put. Let me be very honest here. PW will definitely throw me out if I am working for PW and I start posting comments in various social media against PW. If you are preparing for a government exam, let me tell you, it doesn't matter which party is in power. You have to be pro-government. One sentence in my class where I said BJP is doing a fantastic job. One sentence, if you're able to point out, yes, nobody needs to remove me. I myself will exit. Understand that very clearly. You are going to go to the UPSC interview board where 5 members will be sitting, in which most probably their experience will be more than your age. If you sit there and you give even one hint that you have an activist inside you, you are critical of the government, they are not going to select you. Get it from me straight. UPSC doesn't want people who are activists, have too much of opinion against the government. You know, a 21-year-old will basically teach the government of India, who is having senior civil servants, you know, experienced IAS officers, how to run the country. Do you think they want that? They only want people who will follow orders. From day one, I have been telling you this. And this applies. See, 2029, okay, maybe the NDA will win, or we don't know. We all of us may have a change of plan. We will feel, okay, let us give a chance to Indie Alliance. Maybe Indie Alliance will win. Who cares? Frankly, who cares? If you are preparing for a government job, whether NDA wins, whether Indie Alliance wins, it is none of your concern. You will be pro-government. Let us say you're pro-BJP. Indie Alliance won. What will you do? You will resign and come. Fine. BJP is ruling at the center. There are so many non-BJP ruled states. You're pro-BJP. Let us say you get your cadre in a state like, let us say, Kerala. You will resign and come. Or you are completely a Congress supporter. You get your cadre in UP. You will resign and come. My sentence last time was very clear. March 2024, Mr. Sonam Wangchu, on record, he had said, if Chinese attacks, we will not stop them. We will in fact show them the way. We may show them the way. Is that okay for you people? Means I have nothing more to say. At least for me, that is outrightly a threat to the sovereignty, unity, and integrity of the country. At least for me, I would have wanted the government to put NSA charges against him in March 2024 itself, not now. Get the point here. You have to think from that angle. And yes, I am bashing the Hindu because Hindu will always give a one-sided narrative. But why am I then recommending that paper? Factually, topic diversity, that paper does a better job than any other newspaper. I am not going to get 1 rupee from BJP or anything from BJP. Understand that very clearly. But if you are anti-government, oh, there is no democracy in the country, democracy is in danger, dictatorship is happening. If you are going to fall for that narrative, just stop preparing for UPSC. I'm telling you right away. I'm telling you right away, stop preparing for UPSC. Simple funda I will tell you. When did NSA come? When did AFSPA come? Both came during. NSA came during 1980. AFSPA came 1950. Before that, before NSA, there was what was known as MISA Act was there. MISA was there. After this, multiple times the government changed. Congress became BJP. Correct? Did BJP or Congress try to change any one of this act? No. Both kept the act. Did Supreme Court in the last 50, 70 years touch any of this act? No. Multiple times it has been challenged. Be it NSA or be it Miss AFSPA, both have been challenged. Has Supreme Court done anything? So when Supreme Court is not touching it, various party governments have come and gone. They have not touched it. Let me ask you, who are you or who am I to actually say this is bad? Who are we? We are nobody. Understand that very, very clearly. There are many common areas where BJP's and Congress's policies match and meet. Please understand that. Politics is not about one party is good and the other party is bad. It is all about one party is bad means the other party is worse. And which is bad or which is worse? Well, if I am standing here on this side, I will feel, oh, this is very, very bad. This is worst. If I am standing on this side, I will feel this is worst. It's all a matter of perspective. Please understand, you go to the interview board with an anti-governmental stand, you are going to get ruined. My friends, my colleagues, they all screwed up their interview 3 to 4 times only because of their anti-governmental stand. When I went to my interview board also, it was a silent agreement that to stop reading the Hindu at least 2 months before your interview. This is an undeclared rule. Don't read the Hindu 2 months before your interview. Because you will again get that same thoughts. Country is in danger. Dictatorship will come. Everything the government is doing is wrong. Understand that clearly. Don't think that the people who are sitting there wants an activist out of you. They only want people who will follow the orders. Keep it in mind. I will be pro-government. I support the Kerala Chief Minister. I support the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister. I support the Prime Minister. Why? They are all democratically elected. Get the point here. They are all democratically elected. It is none of our business. If the people don't like it, people will bring them down. As simple as that. A democratically elected government, you are going to support it. Whether you like it or not. When you decided you will prepare for government exam, you basically lost your rights to write anything against the government. I still have some liberty to do that. Why? I'm still preparing. I'm sorry, I'm only teaching. I'm not preparing anymore. Understand that very, very clearly. If being supportive with, oh, he's a BJP stooge. Tomorrow when Congress comes also into power, I'm going to support Congress. Party doesn't matter. You have to support the government. Understand that. It is very, very important. For example, one more example I will give you. K. Vijay Kumar IPS. Now, this is a gentleman who actually took down the forest brigand Veerappan. He was heading the special task force that actually brought down Veerappan. During UPS tenure, he retired. UPA requested, the UPA government requested UPSC to increase his retirement a little more because he's very valuable. In fact, when he became the DG of CRPF, the Naxal attacks started coming down. UPSC said, we cannot make an exception for one person. Whatever is the retirement age, at that age he will retire. UPA government created a new post, Senior Security Advisor to the Home Ministry. A special post they created, appointed him there. Government changed in 2014. NDA government came into power. Did they change this post? They maintained it. Understand that very, very clearly. Now, why is it that they maintained it? Because K. Vijay Kumar IPS always supported whichever government was in power. He did not care about party politics. Elected government, you are going to respect it. As simple as that. Get the difference. Government, supporting a party. Totally two different things. If you cannot make out the difference there, I'm telling you, you will face the consequences in the most severe way in your interview board. Please understand that. What needs are you going to demand, David? Understand. What needs are you going to demand? What needs are you having? You want to do Andolan. See, one more thing, let me tell you. In this Rajendra Nagar, Mukherjee Nagar, so many Bayyas and Didis are there who will do strike for every small, thing. Have you ever seen them cracking the service? Have you ever saw anybody doing Andolan in front of that UPSC building, cracking and clearing the exam? Have you ever seen it? For the love of God, don't indulge in all this. You will end up becoming that bhaiya with that dadi hair, etc. Girls at least will get married and go. You will become a total useless wastage. That is what will happen finally. You are only going to serve the government. Please understand. Complete political neutrality. You want to discuss politics, you crack the service, come, we will sit over a cup of coffee, we'll sit and talk about politics at length. But you will stand with the government. Understand that very, very clearly. Got the point here, people? Otherwise, you're going to get ruined. Please stop preparing. Get into a private job. Save yourself. Please save yourself. I don't know which individual it was. Working for a private company. He criticized his own company. I think Wipro or Infosys. He wrote some post in Facebook. Within 24 hours, he was fired. You cannot bite the hand that is feeding you. If you're taking salary from the government, you cannot even put a post criticizing the government. You cannot share an article criticizing the government. You cannot like a post criticizing the government. A collector from Telangana, she liked a AI-powered video, AI-doctored video, where the trees, etc. were being cut. FLU University. Deer is crying, peacock is crying. She liked it. For that one like, she was transferred. Within 24 hours, she was issued a transfer order. Why? That is Telangana. That is Congress government. Why was it done? You're not supposed to embarrass the government while you are working for them. Understand that very clearly. You're not supposed to embarrass the state government or the central government while you're working under them. Please make it very clear. All right? Now, I had to address this because everyone were going on commenting there, BJP, where I didn't even mention the word BJP. So, November, December, this will start. Now, PW Live, batch, notice, PDF, Google form. The Google form is there now. There, fill in your details, especially, obviously, you should have a Telegram ID. So, the Telegram ID, whatever you have, you should share that and then you will get an invite. Clear? Topics now. Now, let me tell you, this is exactly from the May month. So, what and all topics are we going to cover today? That also let us see. We are going to cover art and culture, society and social issues, and then monsoon. So, art and culture, needless to say, 50 years of Vietnam War, that is part of history. Vikramaditya dated inscription, revival of Ayurvedic manuscripts, Gunadaram inscriptions, Telangana, Kuttala temple inscription, Piprava relics, Agamic temples, Tamil Nadu, Adi Shankaracharya. When it comes to ethics, when it comes to this historical art and culture part, let me tell you, it is actually a nightmare. Let us admit it first. It is not at all going to be easy to actually remember all these details. Two options are there. What you can do is, one, read regularly, which is simply not going to be easy because you have optional and other subjects. The other thing is audio visual learning. Whatever you are going to read, record it inside your smartphone. Record it in your smartphone because there is a voice recorder option is there. Play it in loop. The only thing to do is that much. Because otherwise there is nothing involved here. There is nothing much to analyze here. It is pure facts. Got the point here? Fahim, check the video, March 2024. That video has been removed now. That video has been removed. Only few channels are showing it. I am not mad. He said those words. Please understand. Comedian said the ulta. Comedian said, if Chinese are coming, Ladakhi people are the ones who are standing against it. Watch the video fully. Society and social issues. Bonded labor in India. Exclusion of trans persons from blood donation. Maternal health. World Social Report. Civil Registration Report. Jenu, Kuruba, Community and Dongria, Kond, AI, Kiran. These topics are the ones that we need as analysis. Getting the point here. Then you have monsoon onset in India. So let us look at one by one the topics, starting with, let us start with 50 years Vietnam War. So Vietnam War, why it took place? What is the background to this? So as soon as the Second World War was over, 1945, the world was divided into two blocks. Can anybody tell me which are those two blocks from my comprehensive current affairs batch or even from YouTube community? Can anybody tell me? Later, Rukaya, not now. Two military blocks that was formed after Second World War. Arshini, don't spam. We are doing current affairs. USA, USSR. It is actually NATO under USA and Warsaw under USSR. Two military pacts. NATO simply means North Atlantic Treaty Organization, where it was led by USA. It simply means whoever is a member of NATO, and if that country gets attacked, it would mean the entire NATO countries have been attacked. Yes, ideology-wise, capitalist and socialist, I agree. Ideology for NATO was based on capitalism. Whereas Warsaw largely, not more than socialism, it was communism. State ownership. Capitalism simply means what? Free market. No welfare. Capitalism means free market. Means what? Free market means if you have money, go make it. You have the money, go buy it. No welfare. No special consideration for poor, women, socially disadvantaged, nothing. When you talk about communism, it is all about state ownership. State will own everything. The land, the car, your dress, everything is state owned. There is no idea called private ownership. Very rare case, limited private ownership will be allowed in some areas, otherwise no. Got the point here? So ideologically also, they were totally against. In fact, USA actually used to hate communism. This was the deal. So the idea, again, Warsaw Pact also meant the same thing. All the communist or socialist countries coming under USSR. And if one country gets attacked, then no doubt Russia will come there to attack. The reality, even though India followed a non-alignment policy, it was understood that India was pretty much soft towards whom? Russia. India was more closer towards Soviet Russia. Got the point here? Now let us see Vietnam War's history. Mid-19th century, it was a French colony. Vietnam became part of French Indochina. France occupied by Germany during the Second World War. Japan controlled Vietnam. Ho Chi Minh formed Viet Minh to resist the Japanese rule. Who was Ho Chi Minh? This gentleman right here. So he is somebody who started, the freedom, liberation, etc. So Japan defeated, took over, because we know France, etc. fell under Germany's blitzkrieg. German armies marched, France surrendered. So automatically, Japan over here took over French colonies and Vietnam was under Japan. Ho Chi Minh ran a resistance movement called Viet Minh against the Japanese. First Indochina War, France attempted to retake Vietnam. Ho Chi Minh led resistance. US supported France, fearing communism. So Ho Chi Minh was not an ordinary guy. He was your communist leader at that point of time. This is just for your knowledge, okay? Don't break your head. Sir, should we study all this? Just because it has appeared in the paper, let us just get familiarized with a few things. So US, like I told you, was very paranoid about, oh my God, socialism. Oh my God, communism. Got the point here? France defeated at Dien Bien Phu. That is the name of a place, by the way. Vietnam was divided at the 17th parallel. 17th parallel is nothing but a latitude. Got divided. North Vietnam, South Vietnam. South Vietnam was basically a USA-supported government ruled here. North Vietnam was under communist rule. North under Ho Chi Minh and South under, initially it was under Bao Dai government, later it was under DM government. DM is this gentleman here. As you can clearly see from their attire, okay, both are coat only, but again, this is like your, as you can clearly see, he is trying to pass off as a American. If you want, you can refer to the May magazine, because whatever I am underlining, you can parallelly just keep reading it, so that, it becomes double visual and audio learning. Both it will happen. Planned 1957 elections were cancelled by DM. 1956, they wanted to conduct election, but DM did not allow, because the idea was that even in South also, there were a lot of people who were favoring this idea of socialism or communism. Getting the point here? DM was a Catholic leader in a Buddhist majority nation, ruled South with US support, refused elections fearing communist win, which was very, very true. 1964, however, Gulf of Tonkin incident took place. What is this Gulf of Tonkin? This is your Vietnam. This is Gulf of Tonkin. Hainan Island, Vietnam. In between that, you have the Tonkin Gulf. Here, apparently, Maddox and Turner Joy, two vessels, US vessels, were attacked. That is, they say that USA is claiming that North Vietnam launched this attack. USA's claim it is. We don't know whether it is sure or not. Most probably USA only would have said it, to launch an attack there. Anyway, let us see. Then what happened? Alleged attack on US ships by North Vietnamese. Gulf of Tonkin resolution gave Johnson gave Johnson. Johnson was the US president that time. Authority for military action. Tet offensive. North and Viet Cong attacked 100 plus cities. Military loss for North, but shocked US public opinion. Johnson halted escalation and declined re-election. So 1964, this incident took place. Tonkin incident. US decided to send their military. They were sending in. From 50s itself, they were sending their military. The idea was that we will destroy the small communist nation. North Vietnam, such a small country, right? Such a small country, North Vietnam. South Vietnam is anyway supporting me. North Vietnam, what is it? And people also, if you see, very short. Very, very short. That is, when I was in Vietnam, when I went to buy a shirt, I literally bought a shirt of XL size. XL size in Vietnam. That was a shirt that I bought. Because the large there is like a small size in India. I'm not joking. Getting the point there. So that is the reality there. So small, short people, relatively shorter people, smaller country, communist country, we can destroy them easily. This is what USA thought. But only when they went there, they understood this is not going to happen. So intensified military activity had taken place after this Gulf of Tonkin incident. More and more US soldiers started going there. Were being sent. More and more soldiers. And that is when North Vietnam did the unthinkable. What is the unthinkable thing they did? They along with the Viet Cong simply means the soldiers of communist Vietnam. They launched a major offensive. Major offensive means they attacked more than 100 plus cities in South Vietnam. 100 plus cities, like they came and they attacked immediately. Where US troops were there, they were there. But it created a huge shock for USA. Because the attack was very brutal. The attack that was launched by the communist Vietnamese forces were very, very brutal. The thing is, American soldiers are like more than 6 feet tall. Okay. So you from very far, you can come. And if, let us say, my height is short. Like Vietnam, I'm a Vietnamese guy. I can hide behind the tall shrubs, herbs, etc., trees, etc. I can go and hide. Because I don't have a wide shoulder. I have a very small frame, small in height. I can hide there. As the soldiers, US soldiers will approach, I will take out my machete. Machete is like a knife. The traditional, this is there with almost, what is it, toward the eastern side, almost in every country you will see this. They'll come, they'll jump, they'll cut. One cut like this. Soldiers, whoever were coming to Vietnam, were going back in body bags, dead. Now what happened? War opinion in USA, the public opinion against war started intensifying. Because initially the thought was that within 2-3 weeks we will wind it up. Come on, after all, a small country. But no. War got stretched like anything and US soldiers started dying. Even though this attack that was done by North Vietnam actually lost. They had to withdraw from there. But psychologically, it was a defeat for US Army. Psychological defeat. Got the point here? Yeah, almost like Kukri only. Very good. Very good, Hardik. Gorkhas also. Correct. Guerrilla warfare. Very good, Karthi. Getting the point here. Now, but shocked US public opinion. Johnson halted the escalation because fight was intensifying and finally he declined a re-election. Re-election means he was like, okay, I don't want to stand for elections again. Then, so once again, when we deal with such topics, question need not necessarily come from the event. You need to know the entire border, that is, after India, Myanmar, Laos, Cambodia, Thailand, Vietnam. Come down Thailand, you will reach Malaysia, Singapore. Near to that, you have Indonesia, Philippines. Then Brunei. Little above you go, you have what? I mean, it is not part of Southeast Asia. You have Korea, North Korea, South Korea. Little more up you go, you have Japan. From Japan, you move little towards the eastern side. I mean, western side, you have China. Psychological defeat simply means mentally you are now scared of your enemy. See, if enemy is huge in size, okay, enemy is 10 foot tall, walking like a giant, mentally I will make up my mind, oh, I am going to lose. I'm prepared to lose. Getting the point here? I'm prepared to lose because, okay, such a huge guy, I'm not going to win. But such a short fellow runs and comes screaming and shouting in a language which I'm not able to understand. Suddenly jumping out from somewhere, cutting my arm off, chopping my leg off, or sitting on top of my shoulder and stabbing me. Imagine seeing that. Now you are scared. Something small and tiny will run and come and kill you. Now you are scared. You're scared to be in that area. Because everywhere, wherever you see, it's Vietnam after all. It is a marshy area. That entire area is marshy. Marshy means waterlogged, water clogging, etc. is there. Because it will rain, equatorial region again, it will rain very, very nicely there. So obviously, you will have plenty of marshes, plenty of tall shrubs and trees. So it is not at all easy to be there. So what is the solution that the Americans came up with? They decided to go for herbicide warfare. Don't make notes, David. This is a revision class. This is a revision class means I want you only, already you have your magazine with you, PW magazine. This is straight away from there. Getting the point here. This is straight away from there. Okay, additional value addition is what I am giving you here. So that I am telling you these could be the thing. Yeah, one more job. Sorry, good that you asked it. I don't want you to take down any notes. Listen to the class, highlight or underline your magazine. If you're reading the soft copy, highlight it. If you're having the hard copy, underline it. That's all that you need to do. Got the point? Don't make notes. You will never make notes of current affairs class. Please understand. You want to write down anything, what will you do? You will look at the list of topics. Then you will find out, okay, in this, which topic has a potential to appear as a PYQ. Like related to the current affair topic, is there a PYQ? You will write down the previous year question and write the answer for it based on the current data. That is what you will do. Practice answer writing only. Don't take down notes of current affairs. Clear? Guerrilla warfare is very simple. Guerrilla warfare. See, open warfare means Mishti. It is basically like, I hope you are a Mishti, I don't know, man or woman. Anyway, so open warfare means I am telling, aja, hu, ha. We hit and punch each other. Guerrilla warfare means I am hiding. I'm waiting. Once the enemy comes, I wait for the opportunity. Then suddenly I will come out, launch an aggressive attack. Then I will go back. So by the time it's called surprise element here. So by the time I actually realize what happened, half my team would be dead. By the time I pull out my weapon, whoever came and attacked me, they will run away. Correct? Correct, Ishika? Got the point here. This is what happened. Now, fed up with this, they decided to go for herbicide warfare by using what is called Agent Orange. A chemical it is. A chemical which was meant to clear the tall grass, trees, whatever is there. That is anything green is there in Vietnam, it will get destroyed. That was the purpose of it. But what happened because of this Agent Orange? It actually even exposed humans to this Agent Orange. Herbicide, very strong chemical. Very strong chemical. See, a chemical you are throwing on a plant and the plant burns out, gets destroyed means, imagine if I get exposed to that chemical. Simple funda. Plant is getting destroyed means, imagine what will be its effect on human skin, what will be its effect on a pregnant lady, what will be its effect on small babies. Now this led to one of the worst cases of chemical warfare. So this is a guy from your North Vietnam, and he's killing somebody from South Vietnam. This is a real image. This is not AI generated or anything. This is captured by a foreign press journalist. Just before killing him, this shot was taken. I'm a girl, by the way. Oh, wonderful. Correct, 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 correct. 69 to 73, Vietnamization. US troops started withdrawing. South Vietnam army started takeover. Expanded bombing into Cambodia and Laos. My Lai massacre revealed. What is this My Lai massacre? The USA finally, like a sore loser, because USA understood this is they are never going to win the war. And there is a ethical angle to it. That ethical angle is very simple. Somebody walks into my home. Okay, without my permission, they just have entered. What will happen? I will go bonkers, correct? I will do whatever is necessary to throw him out. Why? My home, my right. I wouldn't even care that time whether the guy is 100 kilo, whether the guy is 10 foot tall. Nothing will matter to me. My area, man. Who are you to come here? Got the point here? Why USA has always lost all the foreign invasions, whatever they have done, just to protect democracy wherever they have gone, be it Vietnam, be it Iraq, be it Libya, be it Afghanistan. They have always lost to smaller countries with a totally indisciplined, unorganized army. They have lost. USA with all their gadgets, we have this weapon and that weapon and this weapon, and they have all the gadgets in the world. You name it, they have it. 5th generation aircraft, this, everything they have. Still, they lost to whom? Taliban, Vietnam, Iraq, Libya. So they have lost everywhere. Why? Because US soldier is in a foreign land. He is there only because he is following orders. Be it an average Afghani boy, 14-year-old boy also. That is what a US soldier used to tell. Even a 14-year-old boy in Afghanistan is so dangerous. They will smile. Normally, when anybody says, hands up, put your hands up, everybody will get scared. This 14-year-old Afghani boy who is only holding a sword, maybe in his hand, or maybe a Kalashnikov rifle in his hand, AK-47, he will just smile. He is not afraid to die. He is just wondering only one thing, before dying, how many US troops I'm going to take along with me. Got the point here? This is the reason why USA always used to fail. So USA finally, while they were leaving, they even bombed parts of Cambodia, Laos and all. In that haste, very angry with North Vietnam. And as part of it, they even ended up doing the My Lai massacre. My Lai massacre simply means they literally killed innocent, unarmed villagers in North Vietnam. Frustration. That got revealed. 1973 Paris Peace Accords. US, North, South and Viet Cong signed. Terms were ceasefire, US withdrawal, prisoners of war exchange. Fighting continued between North and South. 1975, finally, fall of Saigon. North's final offensive, South collapsed. Saigon captured and renamed Ho Chi Minh City. So Ho Chi Minh City or Saigon City, correct. Now we will expect what? Oh, this city maybe then, because socialists have captured it, we will expect it to be like very, very communist and all that. This city, if you go today, there are two versions of it. One version you will find poor neighborhood. That is, for a minute you will feel, have I come to India again? Because no difference. Undergarments, towel, everything hanging outside, small houses, tightly packed, drainage is going on the side, bad smell, people are also not wearing nice clothes, children are crying naked and running here and there. All this you will be able to see on one side. Then the other side of the city is there. Pub, bar, expensive cars, luxury, coat-suited Vietnamese people. Vietnamese ladies again, wearing gown and expensive gown and flashy, bags and everything. Both the versions you will get to see today. Got the point here? Vietnam reunification. took place in 76, declared Socialist Republic of Vietnam. That means today there is no more North Vietnam and South Vietnam. It is only one Vietnam. Vietnam, that's it. North Vietnam took over South Vietnam and then established what? Socialist rule there. Clear? Now, human costs, 58,000 US soldiers killed, more than 3 lakh wounded, deep psychological scars for veterans. Deep psychological. You ask them what happened in Vietnam. Don't ask. Vietnam. Don't talk about Vietnam. That is how it is. Because their experience was the worst. See, it is not. See, it's a very scary thing actually. Somebody physically smaller than you taking you down. You're not expecting, right? You're not prepared for it. Trust in government. Pentagon Papers exposed lies. Public lost confidence in leadership. Veteran Karl Marlantes said it made us cynical and distrustful. People also lost trust in the government because the atrocities committed by the US Army started coming out into the open, using Agent Orange, the My Lai massacre, everything portrayed the US government as the real villain there. Political outcomes. War Powers Act 1973 restricted presidents' war powers. It led to the rise of Vietnam syndrome, reluctance for foreign interventions, but even then they have never stopped. USA is one country where every decade or every 20 years, they need to go to some foreign country, they need to get beatings, and then they will come back. So that USA keeps on doing. Maybe in the future they will stop it. Getting the point here. Chemical warfare. 74 million liters of Agent Orange sprayed, which caused birth defects like spina bifida, cleft palate and all. That means facial deformity, lip, nose deformities, etc. Shape of the head itself was not normal. Sometimes it would have a pointed, shape at the top. Jawline sometimes used to be very round, irregularly round, all of this. Cancers, neurological disorders across generations. More than 3 million people affected. Environmental devastation. Forests or croplands ruined. Then why now it suffers from inequality as a socialist nation? Karthi, every nation inequality is there. Tell me one nation where inequality is not there. Maybe Bhutan will be an example. Any country that even embraces capitalism slightly, you will have what? Inequality. You go in only for socialism, that will only lead to what? Corruption of the Himalayan proportions. Or there are hardly any more socialist or communist countries in the world. Even China that says it's a communist country. We know that Chinese practices capitalism like no other country. Like no other country. In fact, why is it that all the factories are in China? Labor is cheap. USA being a capitalist country pays its labor better than what China is paying. China is calling itself communist. We are pro-poor, pro-workers. Is it true? Not at all. Wherever you have even a tinge of capitalism, inequality will be there. Because capitalism works on the basis of what? Capitalism works on the basis that one fellow will have an idea. He decides to go ahead and make an investment. Take a risk in the business. Let us say that idea clicked. Now he will not do all the work by himself. He will start hiring people to do his work. The more experts he keeps hiring, the organization will keep growing. That is capitalism. Socialism means what? Government will come up with an idea. Everybody will get the same payment, irrespective of the fact whether you work or you don't work. So government-led agencies or organizations, therefore, is always known for inefficiency, because in government job, reward is never given for efficient work. Private, it is for efficiency, merit. All those are, see, Krishna, understand one thing, direct, indirect and all doesn't make any sense anymore. The point here is, as of now, this whole attack or so-called indirectly targeting India, the reason is pretty much simple. India is not ready to give credit to USA that USA stopped the war. Mr. Donald Trump wants a Nobel Peace Prize very badly. So that is the reason he told Pakistan to say this. Pakistan, that Shahbaz Sharif, because that country is in need of money, Shahbaz Sharif immediately said, yes, we are ready to suggest Donald Trump's name as for Nobel Peace Prize recipient. India is like, no way, we are not ready. And India went one more step ahead. India is now building closer ties with China, closer ties with Russia. India is like, if you are going to make friendship with my enemy, then I will also return you the same favor. Simple. And in world politics, let me tell you, in politics as well as in movies, there are no permanent enemies. There are no permanent friends. Please understand. There are no permanent enemies. Today, the relationship is not good. Tomorrow, when the president changes in USA, relationship will improve again. Got the point here? This is US military planes basically releasing Agent Orange. This is basically what will happen to the face. Facial deformations, spinal cord issues, nervous system issues, all of that. Modi sir is nominated for Nobel Peace Prize. Modi, yaar, kya Abhishek? What are you listening to? Arey, that is called childhood trauma. Rukaya. He never got any love and care from his father. He has plenty of money, but nobody gives him respect. Even among the billionaires also, he's treated like a comedian or a joker. That is the reality. The only reason he decided to become the president of USA was also because somebody insulted him. So he came to this conclusion that if I become a president, then nobody will insult me. But once he became the president, the insults have only gone up. And now his comparison is with Barack Obama. He's like, Obama got Nobel Prize, then I should also get. I have stopped so many wars. But I don't want to take any credit. He keeps telling this. He badly needs this. The award part. He has money. He has money to literally live for another 10 generations. But what he doesn't have is respect. So he's like, oh, became the president. Now people will respect him. No. Let me get a Nobel Prize. People will respect him. Again, the answer is no. I have told this earlier also. Given the Oscar award, National Award, Padma Award, Bharat Ratna, every award for him. Let him be happy. At least then with the stupidity of the policies that he comes out with will reduce. Political support. Nehru called Vietnam War neo-colonialism, allowed Vietnamese diplomats in Delhi despite US pressure. That is, this is what we used to follow initially. Idealist policies. Idealist policies. Say, for example, we did not have any business in Vietnam. Correct? It is an issue between USA and Vietnam. But what did Mr. Nehru did? I'm not blaming Mr. Nehru here. I'm just telling you the comparison. What did Nehru do? No, we were following an idealist foreign policy. We will always be the supporter of rights, human rights, democratic principles, values, that, this, etc. So in spite of US pressure, we hosted Vietnamese diplomats in Delhi, which was not liked by USA. Got the point? Not liked by USA. So if you actually look, our initial policies also what we followed was not exactly in favor of USA. It was against USA. So obviously what used to happen? USA obviously will support Pakistan. This is how it started off. Got the point here? Today we are no more following any such thing. Somewhere some attack is happening. Maximum Narendra Modi will say only one sentence. Both the sides should exercise restraint. Through dialogue and debate, we must discussion. We must try to control. You shouldn't go for war. That's it. We will give one random, diplomatic, politically correct statement. We won't interfere. We won't interfere at all. Why? Today the policy is very, very clear. India first. This is the policy. India first is the policy today. USA has tried almost that. People will tell USA is not supporting us. Why do we need the support? A Chinese diplomat basically told that it's okay. If USA doesn't want to support us, it is fine. Our civilization is more than 5,000 years old. We were here before them. We will be here after them. Look at that confidence. It is only our Indian opposition or our Indians here, or the media, selected few media here who keeps telling, but Europe is not supporting us. US says, why do you need the support? When you are not being supported, why can't you stand alone and fight? Got the point here? Which is exactly what India is doing. So much of arm twisting they tried to do. Have we stopped buying Russian oil? Have we stopped it? No. Our relationship with Russia is even more tighter now. Got the point? I agree with you, Ashi. Very good, Ishika. Again, that is the reason. Complete breakdown of, see, it is not one-sided, Abhishek. It is not okay. It is good for India. It is bad for USA. Both the countries will suffer. Why? I will tell you. Because if a relationship really goes wrong, let us take India and let us take USA. For Indian exports, the biggest market is USA. Understand that very, very clearly. India's export market, when you talk about the biggest market, is in USA. So if USA decides to impose tariff per tariff, our export will get screwed up royally. And if that happens, what will happen? No more exports means it will easily affect what? Domestic manufacturers, because my export market is no more there. What am I going to do? Domestic manufacturers will start shutting the shops means employment goes down. GDP goes down. What about the other side of the story? US, why do they need India? US needs India for what reason? IT service. Biggest contributor to that region. Medical service. And one of the other biggest contributor. Half of you who are preparing for UPSC right now will end up in USA to do a course. Because eventually you will be like, after reading about newspaper, getting to know, oh, that party is also this, like this party is, what a country this is. You will say, I don't want to stay in India anymore. I'm going abroad. You will end up abroad. You will end up here. And this is one of the major contributors for US economy. I will tell you why. If the tuition fees for an average American student in USA, let us say it is $3,000 per year, in a, not a very high university and all, normal university, $3,000. Imagine. The price for an Indian student will be anywhere between 15,000 to 20,000 US dollars. Just the tuition fees. You add the stay, the food, everything, that will come to a nice bomb. 2 years, 3 years, that is post-graduation. If you're doing 2 years, if you stay in USA, the money that you will spend there literally will boom the US economy. So if USA decides, we don't want any Indians here, we don't want Indians, if that monkey, Trump, says like that, game over for USA. And hurting India at what cost? India will move further closer towards China. India will move towards Russia for the weapons, military. So USA will lose the next item there, which is what? We at least have one option. If exports, we cannot export to USA. What is the other option now? The other option is try to explore other new countries like South America, other continents, or other regions like Central Asia. Explore Africa. These options are there with us. One more brilliant option is there. Last week I told you, foreign investors investing in India is decreasing. But this has not affected our share market. Why? Indians are investing more. I told you again, best thing to do you want to make money in India. Simple logic it is. 145 crore is our population. 1% of 145 crore is 1.45 crore. 0.01% is what? 1.45 lakhs. Any product you are selling, with 1 rupee, sorry, 10 rupees as profit. Let us keep 10 rupees as profit. And you're able to target 1.45 lakhs people will buy your product every month. 10 rupee profit. Every month you will end up making 14.5 lakhs. Every month. Even if you are only selling totally in a year to 1.45 lakh people, means still you will end up making what? 14.5 lakh per year. In other words, if exports are looking bad for us, what is the best solution? Correct? Internal demand driven growth. Sell everything in this country only. Why are you going for other markets? Sell it here only. Economy will grow. Got the point here? This is what we can focus on. Now that is not the topic again. Again, more and more economic questions are coming. We were doing history, Vietnam War. Let us come back again. Moral support, advocated peaceful resolution and adherence to Geneva Accords, condemned US bombings and use of Agent Orange, expressed solidarity with Vietnamese people. Clear? Who is that? Rukaya. I will post it, Rukaya. Just held up a little with the, what is it, offline and online classes. That's the reason. Clear? Okay, Lakshmi, that is another discussion altogether. Vikramaditya dated inscription. Very quickly, people, now eyes on the magazine, very fast. Who founded the Chalukyan dynasty? Pulakeshin I. Capital is at Badami. Territory, ruled the Deccan region, covering parts of the present-day Karnataka and Maharashtra from the 6th, 8th century CE. Later split into Western Chalukyas of Kalyani and Eastern Chalukyas of Vengi. Architecture, Chalukyan architecture or Karnata Dravida or Vesara style. Vesara style architecture. Famous temples were Virupaksha, Pattadakal, and Ladkhan at Aihole. Names, all are names. Nothing to do here. No explanation, nothing. Straight away going for pure facts. Pulakeshin. Who is that? Point of view on Karur Stampede. Notable rulers. Pulakeshin I. Kirtivarman I. Oh, 1 minute. Pulakeshin II expanded the empire. After Pulakeshin II's death, power declined. Kirtivarman II was the last ruler of the Chalukyan dynasty. That is all that is there here. Getting the point? Vesara style, you have various styles of architecture. Nagara, Dravida, Vesara. Vesara style actually had both the aspects, northern style and southern style of architecture. All right, so surrounding walls, etc., you will find it in southern architecture. All right. Northern architecture, you're probably not going to see walls and all. There is a clear, this thing is given in your art and culture, NCERT textbook, northern and southern temple architecture differences. Study and keep it. Repeatedly asked question. Because it is a current affair question, I will just, Nagar and Dravidian, very good. I will just answer it. Pushpa 2 movie got released, there was a stampede. RCB won IPL, there was a stampede. Vijay TVK party, stampede again. In all three, what is the common element? Who are the people who have died? 18 to 30-year-old. Children have died. Ladies have died. Firstly, blame the people here. Why? I will tell you. Now, if I am equality, everything, we will agree. Man, women, etc. are equal. But if I see a crowd, and I know that it is a crowded area, and my wife is telling, I want to go and do the shopping, I'll say, no. No way you're going to go to that crowd. I will get my, I will declare section 144. That is the most sensible thing to do. You know there is a crowd there. What do? You don't go there until and unless you have to buy oxygen cylinder. Get the point here? So it is almost like that dialogue. You know, as long as cinema is there, people celebrate cricketers as their heroes, movie stars as their heroes. Don't worry, this country will remain as it is. Clear? Yes, these topics are from the backlog from May month. Revival of Ayurvedic manuscripts. Names, people. Dravya Ratnakara Nighantu. Nighantu is like dictionary. Dravya. Dravya means like potion, medicine. Dravya Ratnakara Nighantu. Author Mudgala Pandita, 15th century. Nature. Classical Ayurvedic lexicon. Lexicon means dictionary only. Provides synonyms, same meaning. Therapeutic actions, that means cure, medicinal properties. Based on Dhanvantari Nighantu. That means Dravya Ratnakara Nighantu based on Dhanvantari Nighantu. Raja Nighantu adds new substances. Covers plants, mineral and animal origin substances widely referred in Maharashtra till 19th century. So which state? Maharashtra. Got the point here? Lav Kumar, what a nice name. Lav Kumar, understand one thing. Exposure to current affairs is always good. Because that is the easiest way of getting exposed to all the topics of UPSC syllabus in a single go. Why don't you tell me, Adarsh? Dinesh, that is not possible again because you know in Karnataka also IPS officers told don't conduct the celebratory event of RCB in the Chinnaswamy Stadium. Don't conduct. In writing he gave. Did the government stop? Got the point here. So again to people out there who thinks, Indian politics, even after becoming the commissioner of police also, you won't be able to do a small change. If your political bosses are giving you an order, you are going to do it, whether you like it or not. And I am not against Congress, please understand. The problem with our country is, BJP very bad, Congress very good. Or other way, both are wrong. Please understand, wake up and spell the coffee, people. Dravya Namakara Nighantu. I understand for the people from the southern states, this will be a little more easy. For the Hindi speaking crowd, this will be a little difficult. But it is okay. Everything in UPSC is not about everything being easy, right? So you will have to what? Get exposed. All right. Crowd management is important for GS now. Yes, Ashutosh, it is. But that is why I told you, crowd management is important. But first of all, a basic civic sense should be there for whom? Our people. I am responsible for my life and my safety. I am walking into a crowded area and then telling police was not there. What nonsense it is. When I see a crowd and I walk into a crowd, how can you expect the police or the ambulance to come and rescue me? Got the point? So never forget to write that point there. In your ethics paper, there is a possibility that it will come. See, as far as religious articles are concerned, please chuck it. Religious news, when it comes, please chuck it because it is 99.999% it is not going to come as a question. Author attributed to Bhishma Vaidya, supplementary to Dhanvantari Nighantu. That is what we saw earlier. Dhanvantari again, we call in Kerala, we call it Dhanvantari Kodambu. So this Kodambu means what? It's like a thick oil. Okay. You apply it on your body. Very thick it is. Not mamuli soap and all. Even if you use Chandrika on your body, also that oil will not come off that easily. You apply that oil and you sit for some time. Why? You allow the oil to go deeper and deeper into your skin. The more you sit means the oil will keep going down. Skin and muscles will become very soft. Toxins, what is present inside your skin, muscle, etc., that starts to come out. So in the olden days, people used to do that. When body pain, etc., is there, once in a week at least, they will take this Dhanvantari oil, head to toe, they will apply it everywhere, sit for some time. Got the point here? Homonyms of drugs and plant names. Resolves ambiguity in identification. Importance. ensures accuracy in medicinal interpretation and usage. Applies to Rasa Shastra, Vaishajya Kalpana, and classical Ayurvedic pharmacology. Clear, people? Just give me a minute here. Same spelling but different meaning. Not just coconut oil. Many ingredients are there, Rukia. Many ingredients. Guna Daram inscriptions of Telangana. Location. Gundaram. Sorry. Gundaram Reserve Forest, Telangana. Rock surface is known as Sita Malodi. 1st century BC to 6th century BC. That is the time period. Rare insights into early cultural and political history of the Deccan, especially the Satavahana era. That means now we saw Chalukya first. Now we are going to see Satavahanas. You'll be studying about them in your history class also. So note these two specifically. Again, time period 1st century BC to 3rd century C. Shimukha, post-Mauryan period. He is the founder. Capital Pratishtana. Territory Maharashtra, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, parts of Madhya Pradesh and Karnataka. Notable rulers were Satakarni. Gaudami Putra Satakarni, greatest ruler who defeated the western Kshatrapas. This Gaudami Putra. Gaudami is his mother's name. He is one of the few kings who kept his mother's name in front of him. That is why Gaudami's son Satakarni. Gaudami Putra Satakarni. Alright. Controlled Dakshinapada trade route, maritime trade with Roman Empire. Patronized Buddhism, again. Donations to caves, Ajanta, Karla, Amaravati. Amaravati is where the current new capital of Andhra Pradesh is coming up. Coinage, lead, copper, silver coins with Prakrit and Brahmi inscriptions. Amaravati Stupa, Nagarjuna Konda, Viharas and Chaityas. Viharas and Chaityas again associated with Buddhist architecture. Prakrit patronage, Gata Saptashati compost. All right. One newspaper is enough. Happy Muhammad. Give motivational speech. Wonderful. See, you don't give, to give motivational speech, you don't give speech. When you say something, if people likes it and they find motivation in it, then it becomes a motivational speech. When you do something for the purpose of doing it, it will never work. Location. Guttala temple inscription. Near Chandrasekhara temple, Guttala, Haveri district, Karnataka. Belonging to Shaka dynasty, Vikari, Bhadrapada, August 18th, 1539 CE. Language in Kannada. Sculptural inscription on a stone slab. What is the significance of this inscription is it records the death of 6,307 people due to drought, called Bara, the local language. Sculpture of a person carrying basket with 2 to 3 bodies on his head. First historical record of a natural calamity related humanitarian disaster in India. First historical record. All right. Nighantu. Nighantu is Nighantu in Malayalam also. Nighantu is Nighantu. Malayalam also it is the same word. Arushi. Very good. How to remember? Khush Nawaz. Keep reading. Audio visual learning. Record it in your phone. Keep playing it in loop. That is the only thing to do. Exactly, Ishika. It was not a matrilineal society, but that king, Gaudami Putra Satakarni, alone, named himself after his mother. Cursory look to your message. Keep talking, Akshat. Piprava relics. Current issue. India issued legal notice to Sotheby's and Pepe's family to halt auction citing cultural and legal violations. What does this mean? See, basically, India, if you actually travel, especially to the southern states, and even eastern, northern states especially, you will find plenty of ancient old temples from the 1st century BC, 2nd century, 3rd century, 5th century AD. Plenty of temples scattered across India. In remote villages, you will find. Here in India, we'll be like, what is that? Ah, that is some old temple. That is how we will treat it. But in the West, it is, oh my God, this is around 100 years old. Can you believe that? This is how they will react. And in Western culture, if anything that is, the more older it is, the more valuable it is. It becomes a collector's piece. Collector's piece means there are crazy millionaires and billionaires. They want to, the most unique pieces in the world, which nobody else will have. So there is a huge market out there to buy such pieces, rare architectural pieces. And there is a smuggling network in India that is selling such pieces. Getting the point? To Australia, to Europe, to America. Clear? That is Kurambu. Kurambu does not mean dictionary. Kurambu actually means, like I told you, it's a thick oil. Arushi. It is a thick oil. Dhanvantri Kurambu, when you say, it just means thick oil. Very thick it will be. You pour it into your hand, it is not going to fall out that easily. It will be like, Jana hai kya? Like that it will be. That thick it will be. Got it? Yeah. Anything can come. Anything can come. Tani. Excavated in 1898 by William Claxton Pepe. Piprava Stupa near India-Nepal border, Uttar Pradesh, believed to be an ancient Kapilavastu. Bone fragments, soapstone and crystal caskets, sandstone coffer, gold ornaments, 1,800 pearls, rubies, topaz and sapphires. This is what has been discovered. That means, what does this mean? This is something to do with Buddha. Linked to Buddha's cremation relics, one of the 8 stupas, built by the Shakya clan to honor Buddha. Gems date to the Mauryan Empire, that is 240 to 200 BCE. We are easily talking about this entire content, what they have got there, what whoever Mr. William Claxton Pepe got, that is easily more than 2000, or let us not 2500 will be a little too much, but yeah, humble estimation would be at least 2300 years old. Got it? Correct. Agamic Temples, Tamil Nadu. Supreme Court directed Madras High Court Committee to classify agamic versus non-agamic temples. See, agamic simply means something that is transferred. That is, it's like a practice confined within certain castes. So some practice is there, some, let us say, occult practice or some way of praying or worshipping. Something is there, let us say, XYZ. That is, I pray like this, some mantra, homas, etc. How it is done, I will not tell it to an outsider. I will only tell it to my son. My son will only pass it to his son. Like that, it will go. That means that particular mantra or tantra or whatever it is a closely guarded secret within a clan, within a sect. Then Madras, basically, they passed a law. Sorry, not Madras. Tamil Nadu, basically, there is a law. That is, if you pass an exam, anybody can become a temple priest. In Kerala also it is there. Anybody can become a temple priest. It does not matter from which caste you are from. Very good law. But here, Supreme Court said nothing doing. Agamic versus non-agamic, find it out. Because this is like a particular tribe or a particular caste's practice it is. So we need to protect it. But getting the point here? Agamsas? Traditional ritual. Agamic temples require priests from specific sects. Tamil Nadu's reform allows trained priests from any caste. Meaning of agama is that which has come down, tradition, texts based on tantra. Like I told you, it is a closely guarded secret. There are certain tantras and all, certain tantric position. When you do a certain ritual, you will get money, you will attract women, you will attract success, etc., etc. Those belief systems are there. So Some things like that are practiced. I'm not telling all agamic priests are doing that. No, there are variations of this. Yeah, it is transferred. That which has come down, passed on. That means it is not written down anywhere. Orally it is taught. Orally it is passed on. We'll come to that. We'll come to that. Must have Sthala, Tirtha, Murti. Temple criteria. Languages Sanskrit and Tamil. Branches Shaiva Agamas, which worship Shiva. Vaishnava Agamas, worshipping Vishnu. Pancharatha Samhitas, Vishnu worship. Shakta Agamas, Tantras. Tantras, generally, when you say it is Shakti worship, Shakti means woman. That is, the deity is largely a female. All right. Like addressing to Kali, like that. Durga's, what is it? Ferocious form. Kali and all. The Kali Bhakt when you say that, it automatically means that you are like somebody who is fierce and all. I mean, that is what the belief system is. Brihadeshwara Temple, Tanjavur. Meenakshi Amman Temple, Madurai. Ranganatha Swami Temple, Srirangam. These are few temples. Brihadeshwara Temple again. People will say Taj Mahal is the, what is it, wonder. Eiffel Tower is a wonder. That is a wonder. This is a wonder. In your history textbook, it is clearly written about the history of Brihadeshwara Temple in Tanjavur. Just read it. Just Google it also. And you will be shocked, like, how did they even manage to construct this? Not getting the point here. Adi Shankaracharya. Panchaloha idols. Panchaloha. Pancha means panch. 5 metals. Copper, zinc, tin, gold, silver. All mixed together. Panchaloha, which is again very, very, very valuable. How are the, what is it, idols or the statues made? Using the lost wax process. Lost wax process means using wax first, I will make the statue. Okay. I'll put a small hole at the top or something. I'll make a statue first. I'll put a small with wax. Then I'll make a hole. Then I will pour this Panchaloha into it in the molten form. I'll fill it up. The wax will go off because of the heat. Then I'll solidify it and keep it. The metal will get solidified inside. I'll expose it now to the heat. Wax will melt off. Now I get the wax, I mean the statue properly. Last year, very much possible, right? The old construction and all, if you actually go for it now, there is no end to it. It is all a mystery. Even the Sri Padmanabha Swami Kshetram in Trivandrum, it has got secret doors. And it is said that one particular door, when they opened, there is so much of gold and jewelry, gems, jewelry inside that it can literally solve the state government of Kerala's entire debt. And still they'll be left with money. So imagine what is the level of richness that was there. Because to make these temples, big temples, if the kings spent money back then, imagine what was how rich we were. Clear? Akshat, I answered you already. Keep talking. That is the only answer to it. Other than that, there is no solution. Adi Shankaracharya, identity. He was a Vedic scholar, philosopher, Acharya of Advaita Vedanta. His guru was Acharya Govindapada. Introduced Panchayatana worship, that is 5 deities of Ganesh, Surya, Vishnu, Shiva, Devi. Matas founded Sringeri Mat for Yajurveda, Sharada Mat, Dwaraga, Samaveda, Jyotir Mat in Badrinath, Atharva Veda, Govardhan Mat, Puri, Rigveda. That is for each Veda, one Mat. Rigveda, Samaveda, Atharva Veda, Yajurveda. Clear? Temple reform, standardized rituals and rites in major temples. And they say some open to occurs. That is there even in Egyptian tombs also it was there. I think it was the tomb of Tutankhamun, I think. I'm not sure whether I'm pronouncing it right. The archaeologists who went there, they opened it up. And they opened it and they all started falling sick afterwards. Doctors couldn't find out what is the reason. They all died very, very mysteriously. Then I don't know which person's tomb it was, which king or rulers it was. On that tomb itself, it was written, if you open this, a very bad curse will fall upon the world. The date they opened it, that is when apparently Hitler, became very powerful in Europe. Later, somebody went and closed it. As soon as they closed it, that is after 1 or 2 weeks after that, I'm not sure, or on the same date, I'm not sure, Hitler committed suicide. So we don't know whether these things work or not, but that is there everywhere. Tutankhamun, thank you very much. Literary works, hymns, 72. Saundarya Lahari, Nirvana, Shadgam, commentaries, 18. Like Brahma Sutras, Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, Advaita text, 23. Viveka Chudamani, Atma Bodha, Upadesha Sahasri. Don't have to study all this, but at least know main ones, main points. 72 hymns, commentaries, Advaita text, etc. Keep reading it. Other than that, nothing else to do. Clear? Others are able to hear Sona. Please understand, I'm not responsible for your earphones. Now let us come to society and social topics. Bonded labor. So in rural areas, it could be coincidence. See, there are two ways of looking at everything. Bonded labor is there. What do you mean by bonded labor? See, in rural area, basically, if I borrow 100 rupees, okay, interest every month is 3%. Sometimes it can, on peak season, it can go up to 5% also. Depends from state to state, mind you. Some states, they even go up to peak season, they can go up to 10% per month. In other words, in a year, what it is? Anywhere between 36% to 120% in interest alone. That means, I'll put it in mathematics now. I borrowed 100 rupees. I am supposed to be paying 10 rupees as interest every month. Correct? So 10 into 12 months, if I put, it is already what? 120 rupees. That means I have paid more than the money that I have borrowed. Will my loan be considered as nullified? No. This money is only going to interest. The loan will get cleared only on the day when I pay back the principal. So in rural areas, what ends up happening is the villagers, the poor people, they always are in a state of debt. Father would have taken the loan, son will keep paying it. After that, the grandson will pay it, then his son will pay it. It keeps on going. Correct? So then what happens? Then finally, whoever is the moneylender, the moneylender is also a very chalu person. What the moneylender will do is, he will say, listen, I will solve your problem for once and for all. I am feeling very bad looking at your condition. So I will do one thing. I will cancel your loan. Cancel your loan completely. I will cancel. Whatever money, 100 rupees that your grandfather took, it is okay. I will cancel it. Only one condition. You have to work in a marble mine or a factory in Rajasthan. Payment and all you won't get. You will have to work there 3 times. You may get food, or 3 times. Forget 3 times. Sometimes it's only 2 times. 2 times food you will get. You will get a place to sleep. You will have to work there, but minimum for 5 years. Now the poor person is suddenly thinking, I don't have to pay any money. I'm getting job. I'm getting food. Wow, what an offer. So he will say, but how will I go alone? So the moneylender will say, yeah, you have a wife and 2 kids also, right? Okay, do one thing. I will give job for your wife also and for your kids also. They can go work there. But what about my farmland? Anyway, nothing is growing there. Why are you worried? So what will a man think? At least my kids will be able to eat 2 times a day. He will take all his family and go there. Marble mine. Big stone. Stone will land on the hand or on the leg. or on the head. Amputation. You cut the hand, you cut the leg, over, game over. Now the father is crippled, or worst case, dead. Who will have to do extra work now? That mother and the two children. Mother will be struggling because the owner will be telling your husband's debt is still remaining. Your that is remaining. She will work, and she will be like, Sahib, I cannot do this anymore. That is when comes the next level now. They will say, you are very beautiful, you are very good looking. If you adjust a little, you can make money. I will do anything. For my children, I'm ready to do anything. Okay, then come with me. Now from there, she will go into any one of the red streets in India. For the whole network. So all this, if you actually see, this whole thing, this money, etc., if you see, this is generally what this is: unaccounted transactions. Poor banking facilities in rural area. A combination of this will lead to bonded labor, prostitution, child trafficking. And it is a huge network. Huge network it is. That means it is, even though I have expressed it like this, let me be very honest. This person who is in charge of this won't know the person who is in charge of this. The person who is in charge of this bonded labor will have a middleman contact here. That's it. Who will have a middleman contact here and a middleman contact here? That means in all these networks, the interesting thing is, the individual here will only know the next one in hierarchy. That's it. He won't know on top of this who is there. He also knows somebody is here. He doesn't know on top of him who it is there. And always, whatever we read in the media, we only hear about what? These middlemen getting caught, who will come out very easily because you cannot prove it. You cannot prove it. They just took the female or took the children. Come with us. They'll take the child. They may sell the child also. If it is a girl child, they'll sell the girl child also into prostitution. Boy child means he will end up working as a a cook or a waiter in any one of the hotels, countless hotels in India. Got the point here? This is how things work. Landmark Supreme Court judgments on bonded labor. People's Union for Democratic Rights versus Union of India. Employment below minimum wage is forced labor. 1984. Bandhuwa Mukti Morcha versus Union of India. Forced labor includes labor for less than minimum wage. That means if you are making somebody work for less than minimum wage, even that is considered as what? Blood is boiling. Nothing you can do, Nitin. Welcome to India. Labor for less than minimum wage, even that is also bonded labor. 1984, Neerja Chowdhury versus State of Madhya Pradesh. Rehabilitation of bonded laborers is a constitutional requirement. Now, I don't know who was it that was asking, I think Abhishek only, how to write a mains answer. See, this question, this topic right here, any topic when you get, for example, bonded labor when you get, okay. Like I told you, you must understand the whole story here. The first and foremost problem is poor financial inclusion, correct? And this is like, this can come as a question. Now, when you look at the topic, where can it come as a question? It can easily come in GS paper 1 under society section, because this is a social issue. It can even come as a GS2 topic. But prostitution is also sometimes linked to money laundering. And money laundering, where it is involved, it will also involve what? Terrorism. That means it can even possibly, not that it will come, but there is a slight possibility that it may even end up coming as a GS3 question. In a GS4 paper, it will come as probably as a case study. You are the collector, blah, 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 etc., etc., etc. Whatever we are talking about, whichever paper it is, what are the most important criteria when you write an answer? First point is, so question is asked, blah, 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 bonded labor, blah, 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 discuss. When you get a question, what you will do is, you will basically look for terms that needs definition. So in this particular case, you should define what? You should define what is bonded labor. That is your first and foremost criteria. You should define it. Then comes what? Then comes the Supreme Court judgments in this regard. You can even quote Article 19, right to profession. Article 21, right to life and personal liberty. Bonded labor does not have any personal liberty and all. So those two articles you quote, Supreme Court judgment you will quote. Then you will basically look for schemes from Government of India. Now, generally, when I say schemes, people will only think, okay, schemes for bonded labor. Kya scheme hai? No. See, any scheme which will give financial independence to the poor people, that will solve the problem of bonded labor. If I have an alternative way to earn money, why will I go for bonded labor? So here comes, as an old scheme, if you're talking about, we can talk about what in terms of employment, there is MGNREGS. To build financial inclusion, we have Pradhan Mantri, Jan Dhan Yojana is there. One nation, one ration card is there. Ayushman Bharat is there. Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana is there. So house is there. Health insurance is there. Ration card is there. Job is there. Bank account is there. If all these are there, why will anybody go for bonded labor? Got the point here. So in my answer, if you see, have I defined things? Yes. Have I given the necessary Supreme Court judgments? Yes. And have I given the way forward? That also I have given. My answer is complete. I can and I must give a few data, latest data if it is there, if it is available. With regard to bonded labor, any data is there, that I need to give. Getting the point here? Bonded labor overview. Bonded Labor System Abolition Act 1976 prohibits forced work due to loan or social or hereditary debt. All right. Depending on the marks. Yeah. Depending upon the marks, Abhishek, it is all on the weightage. 10 marks question means maximum 2 pages. 15 marks means 3 pages. And in what is it? In GS paper, at least it is only 10 and 15. In optional paper, sometimes you will get, not sometimes, there is 20 marks questions are there. There it is 4 pages easily. 4 pages, you can stretch it to 5. Understand one thing, UPSC will always give, for 10 marks, they will easily give 2.5 or 3 pages. It is not important to fill the page. It is important to address the demand of the question. Yo, this much space I left, what will I do? Don't do that. You try to fill the space given. Don't worry, you will not end up finishing the paper. Point and this thing, what is it, Kaushik? You can mix it with point and paragraph. No, not Kaushik, Ishika. Absolutely, Arushi, you must put it. As on this article on the labor rights of prostitution workers' rights. Exactly, Kaushik. Labor in bondage for a fixed period for debt incurred. That is the definition given by the National Commission on Labor, 2016 to 2021. Now, this is the data that I was talking to you. Only 12,760 has been rescued versus an estimated 1.84 crore affected. When you get such values, now round it off. 2 crore bonded laborers in India. $145 crore is the population. So you can at least try to remember it as more than 1% of the population is stuck in bonded labor. Simple. Even more easier now. Or close to 2% of the people are stuck in bonded labor. That way also you can write. So data, memorizing data should be, oh, you're 1.84, 1.83. Don't do that. Round it off. Round it off and make your work easier. You're basically using logical reasoning skills in your mains paper. You're finding a logic and you're applying it. Now that way you will remember this data forever. You're never going to forget it. What are the causes? Extreme poverty. ILO 2024 says that 90% in informal jobs without any social security. 90% of the people who are in informal jobs. That means not a formal job. They don't have pay slip. They don't have insurance. They don't have provident fund. They don't have pension. Clear? Caste or social inequality. Most of the time, Dalits and Adivasis are impacted. 80% of the people who are rescued are SC/ST. So this is the reality in our country. No matter how much ever we say, reservation is bad, reservation is bad. Ultimately, when you look at all the social evils that are there in the society, who are the worst affected in it? Dalits and Adivasis. That means there is still a greater section of the population among the Adivasis and the Dalits who are not getting any benefit of the reservation, or they are not even aware that they have a reservation. Got the point here? Hereditary debt, picha because grandfather took the debt. Now grandson is paying it. That way. Linkage between prostitution and money laundering. Simran, people who are doing prostitution business, they will not open a bank account. Okay, to show that today UPI transaction 10,000 rupees. That won't happen. It is all cash dealings. And it is an illegal activity. What is prostitution basically? You're forcing a female to have sex with a total stranger for money. Getting the point? No female will ever say that growing up I want to be a prostitute. Nobody will say that. There are women who are sold to prostitution by their own father, by their husbands, by their brothers, by their sons. In India, you don't have to go anywhere. In India, you go Red Street, any Red Street you visit, you ask them their this thing, why they entered into prostitution. They will have one bhayanak story to say. After hearing that, you will be like, why am I even alive? Getting the point here. So prostitution is an illegal activity. Through illegal activity, whatever money you have earned, I need to buy car now, I need to buy a building now, I need to buy gold now. Illegal money earned has to be converted now to buy legal assets. Illegal money, why? Because it is from prostitution. How am I making it legal? By buying legal assets, investing in share market, investing in or buying land, buying gold. That is money laundering. Getting the point here. And anybody and everybody, and prostitution, yeah, one thing main point I forgot. When it comes to prostitution, there is a parallel thing along with it. And that is more than money laundering, it is drug trafficking. If females are resisting a lot, then they are injected drugs and then they are sold to their customers. Mumbai, here in Bangalore also you have, every city has a red street. Every city. Where you go in the night, you will find females standing there on the side of the road. Wherever you go to any city, any part of a city, one area will be there. Where you go there, you will see unnecessarily so many females are standing out in sari with probably jasmine or whatever flowers on their head with full lipstick, smiling at everybody who is passing. You'll be like, ye kya ho raha hai? That is prostitution. Mumbai, because somebody has mentioned it, Kaushik has mentioned it. I heard it. Now I will tell you also so that you also get disturbed. The beds are built in such a way that it is at a height from the ground. Why? Because when the wife is entertaining the customers, the husband and the kid will be lying under the bed. I am not joking. This is reality. 60 to 100 people she will be handling in a day. 60 to 100. 60 being minimum. All the while her husband and her kid will be lying under this bed. That is India for you. Systems like Adiyamar, Jita, Kamiya perpetuate bondage. Again, these are again the historical systems Caste-based names these are. Lack of awareness. Workers are still unaware of their rights. They are exploited. I mean, I'm not surprised. I have plenty of UPSC students who come to me and tell that, sir, I think I am from SC. Will I get any reservation? I'm not joking. SC students have come to me asking, sir, I have heard we have reservation. Is it true? I am like, what? You don't know that you people have reservation? No, sir. In my family, nobody knows about this. That is the reality in our country. UPSC aspirant itself is not aware of their reservation status means forget that people are aware of their rights. 1976 Act weekly implemented. Millions are still trapped. It's not done because for all of this, what is the problem is the unholy trinity. Complete cooperation and coordination between them. The police will never ever implement the provisions of the act strictly because pressure from the politicians. Politicians also will never do anything strictly pass a stricter law because pressure from the criminals. Police also will pressure the criminals to threaten the politician. All right. So it is all like this way also pressure is there, downward pressure is there. This pressure is there, this pressure is there. This pressure is there, this pressure is there. All the way. Like you will be confused where who is the head here. That way. Politicians need the criminals during election season. Police need the criminals for their under table income. Where is that money going to come from? Criminal gangs, again, they only know what all criminal activities, prostitution, drug trafficking, etc. You don't want criminal gangs? Well, what alternate employment opportunities do we have here? Can we say, go and prepare for government exam? Already, we are only struggling with the limited seats available in UPSC. What will they do then? Wherever unemployment is high, skills are low, or the skill set what I have is not suitable for the demands of the economy, you will have crime. Absolutely, you can use. Please use such flowcharts, such diagrams in your mains answer. Getting the point here? Unholy. See, what is holy? Holy means religious. Unholy nexus means there is nothing great about this. Nexus means collaboration. Identification and rescue. These are like general points only. There is not much hardcore things. Strictly implement 1976 Act. Quick dispersal of 1 to 3 lakh as compensation funds. Expand access to formal credit, insurance and microfinance. Targeted campaigns against caste-based bondage. That is, I don't know whether it is a true video also. I just saw a video today in the evening. One old lady is coming with a stick to hit children. Why? Because they are from SC/ST community. They are Dalit children. Dalit children are not supposed to walk through that path. That is only meant for us. It is not meant for you. Public area it is. It's a public area. It is not that they are walking through her house or something. Public area it is. But this old lady has brought a stick. How dare you bring the children? Like that, she can see her shouting. Welcome to India. Akshay, this is not meant for SSC CGL. SSC CGL, you have very limited general awareness section. 25 questions, that too only for tier 1 it is there. And in that SSC CGL, that 25 questions, if you will see, majority of the topics will be from static portions also. 10 to 12 questions will be from static portion. That means static history, world history, Indian history, geography, polity, everything. Another 11, 12 questions will be very, very objective type questions like who is the chairman of SBI, who is the chairman of SEBI, who is the governor or deputy governor of RBI. These type of questions that I will not be covering. You're preparing for SSC CGL. This is not what you should be watching. Yes, correct, Ishika. Exclusion of trans persons from blood donation. So very recently what had happened is trans people, government said that trans people should not be part of blood donation. All right, trans people should not be part of blood donation. Why? Because obviously some of them indulge in, what is it, sexual activities, etc. There is a high chance that they may get AIDS, may. So trans people have been banned from it. But Supreme Court is like, that is again discrimination. I am discriminating against a person based on their sexual preferences or their sexual life, which is again a violation of right to privacy. So let us see that. Nalsa versus Union of India 2014. Supreme Court recognized the right to self-identify your gender and held that transgender persons deserve equal rights under the Constitution. That means they also get the equal rights. Justice K.S. Puttaswamy versus Union of India. You may watch it, Shika. It will be useful for you. Because if you maintain the standard in your paper, see, I always put up things exactly like how an answer should be. So I could have gone for a transgender definition first, but the best way to go about a definition is start your answer itself with the Supreme Court ruling. If it is a society-based paper, if it is a polity paper and governance paper, straight away quote the Constitution, straight away quote a Supreme Court ruling. Your intro will become jackass. Getting the point here? Justice K.S. Puttaswamy versus Union of India 2017, right to privacy. Navtej Singh Johar versus Union of India 2018 asserted that sexual orientation and gender identity are core aspects of personal liberty and must be protected. That means I can decide what is my gender identity. That is my personal preference. I can decide with whom I should want to have a sexual relationship with. That is my choice, my liberty, my privacy. All right. LGBTQ ban कर लो sir. That even I will agree, Asif. It does not make any sense. Lesbian, gay, till there it was like, okay. So just because Mr. Asif has mentioned it, so in USA now what has happened is, what we are having right now in India, that is the same thing, lesbian and gay. This movement had started in USA somewhere from the 70s, 80s and all, to have homosexual relationship. But later in the 90s and early 2000s, etc., this went. And today where it is standing is LGBTQIA+++. That is where it is standing. To tell what extent it is crazy is, if I am a US citizen, before Trump became the president, many blunders he have done, but one good thing he did, what he did, I will tell you. If I am a US citizen, I am a man. I am taking part in the women's swimming competition. In the men's swimming competition. But in my men's swimming competition, my rank is 250. Because there are other men who are better than me. But I want to win the medal now. What will I do? All I have to declare is that I am a woman. Simple. All I have to do is declare that I am a woman. That means imagine, till yesterday I was participating in men's competition, where my rank was 250. I'm not winning. The moment I said, oh my God, I'm a female, all that I do, now what will happen? I can take part in the women's team. And when I went to the women's team, no surprise, I become rank 1. Why? Whatever equality, etc. you talk about, ultimately muscle density, bone density of men are on a higher level compared to women. Got the point here? So, now I shifted. Did I do any surgery? Did I remove my male organs or anything? Nothing. I simply declared, oh, I am a woman. Done. I can take part in women's competition. Got the point here? Doesn't end here. The craziness I'll tell you. In UK, I think, a teacher, all right, was suspended from a girls' school. Female teacher suspended from a girls' school. Why? What is the reason? She went to the classroom, girls' school, mind you, it is a girls' school. She went to the classroom and she said, "Good morning, girls." That's it. She was suspended for a week. Why? One girl student went and complained, "How dare she assume my gender?" Got the point? How dare she assume my gender? To a girls' school I go, what else am I going to expect there? Men will be sitting there or what? This is the craziness. That is why as soon as Trump became the president, you would have noticed that he basically made a rule or a law telling that there are only two genders in USA. Man, woman, finished. Ultra pro max madness it is. I am also telling you this till here, theek hai. If it goes beyond that, they are trying for it also. The LGBTQIA plus community, they are doing that. And according to them, so we know, okay, man is there, woman is there, transgender is there. Fine. Supreme Court has also said. So we will also accept it, leave it. But in US, this according to LGBTQIA plus, there are more than 250 genders. More than 250 genders. Think about it. Push. Alva, very good. You also gone mad? When I read about it, I became mad. I always believe in sharing the madness and sharing the tension. Tension हमेशा बांटना है. Be very generous. National Blood Transfusion Council guidelines barred transgender persons, gay men, sex workers from blood donation. Gay men also. Away from it. I am not joking. I am telling you seriously, Antariksh. Very good. Where do they come from? I know. कौन है लोग? कहाँ से आते? LGBT. Oh, that one. Oh, sorry. I did not explain that right. LGBTQIA+++. L for lesbian. G for gay. Lesbian means a woman is liking another woman. Woman falling in love with woman. Gay means man falling in love with man. Now, how will a man, being born as a man, how can you say no to women? I don't understand. Anyway, each person, I mean, more amount of gay people means the only thing is what you will have for normal men. You will, I mean, oh, you politically incorrect it is. For other men, you will have more women now. Anyway, B means bisexual. They are ready to go for anything is fine. Girl is also fine. Man is also fine. Then there is transgender. Then there is queer. QUEER. Then there is intersexual. Then there is asexual. Then plus. Whatever other nonsense they want to put it up over there. Cis, trans. Cis and trans we would have only studied in chemistry. Seriously? Yes, Gauri. I'm very, very serious. This is not a joke. So NBTC guidelines, let us come to our question here. NBTC guidelines basically tells what? Don't take blood from transgender people, gay, and from sex workers. Because AIDS, that is the main reason. Supreme Court basically said that in 2023, dignity is more important than public health bias, asked for review of the ban. Dignity is more important than public health. Individual dignity, more important than public health. Now, this is something totally new. Because so far in our fundamental rights, whatever we have read is, none of the fundamental right is absolute. They are only qualified or they are restricted. And under grounds of public health, morality, sovereignty, integrity, safety, security of the country, fundamental right can be restricted, correct? Now, Supreme Court is changing it. They are like, no, dignity is more important. 2025 Supreme Court again said, government must seek expert medical opinion and reassess the scientific or the legal basis. That is, this I will agree with. That is taking the blood from a, see, for example, somebody who is straight. Straight means man likes a woman, woman likes a man. That is what you call a straight fellow. Just because you take blood from them doesn't mean that they are all clean and their blood is all pure and they don't have any disease. Correct? Ultimately, what is the criteria to decide whether a blood is good or bad? Is the person healthy? Is the person leading a healthy lifestyle? Is the person free from any ailments or disease? Is their sexual life also very based on safety? They are using all protection. That's it. So to blanketly simply throw these people out because their sexual life is not what is considered to be normal by the larger society, that is not a valid reason. Is there any scientific basis to show that these people will always carry harmful disease? No, there is no scientific evidence for this. As if it is there everywhere. Now, if you write against this case of Supreme Court, will that be okay? Chances are that you're not going to get a question on that. All right, you're not going to get a question on this. Don't worry, this and all will not come. If the worst case scenario it comes also, quote the Supreme Court and leave it aside. Because ultimately, let me tell you, in Kerala, one incident took place. Kerala, one incident took place. Two girls, they said they want to do live-in together. Basically, they were lesbians. They were lesbians. They were in love with each other. They went to Kerala High Court. And they said they need police protection. Court will only look into what? Are they above 18 years? Are they above 18 years? That is all the court will look into. They are above 18, that means they are an adult. They are free to choose their partner. Court gave a verdict in their favor. Both the families tried to challenge it. One family was a Muslim family. They tried to challenge it. They tried to stop them. Nothing. They tried to stop their daughter. No, we won't let you go. We won't let you go. They were trying to pull her. What to do? Police protection. Now they are living together. That is the reality. In other words, I'm telling you now only, little blunt it may look or sound. Tomorrow, worst case scenario, if our children decides that they want to live with certain person, they are above 18, will we be able to stop them? Answer is no. So some crazy parents will be there. Tujhe maar kar main jail jaunga. Don't do that. Don't screw up your own life. Your children want to screw up their life after they are 18. Show them the door. Yeah, please go screw up your life and come back. That's it. Nothing you can do because as per law, we are talking about here, not emotion. Got the point? So you will quote the Supreme Court and end the discussion there. Don't give your personal opinion because like I told you, ultimately, what the Constitution says, what the Supreme Court says, we will abide by it. What else we can do? Nothing. Got the point here? Because ours is a democracy. Ban is identity based. The petitioner is telling ban is identity based. What is the government telling? Government is telling it is nothing like that. It is a precautionary measure against HIV as well as hepatitis risk. Hepatitis affects your liver, by the way. Policy is outdated and unscientific. Infrastructure gap. Not all blood banks have NAT testing. New click. 1 minute, people. Just a minute. Yeah, nucleic acid amplification test. So this is basically used to know about your hepatitis as well as your HIV. And all the blood banks does not have this. Modern testing involves NAT and ELISA test. ELISA test again used for HIV again. Makes bans unnecessary. Individual risk screening too resource heavy. Means what? Each and every time when a person is coming to give their blood, you took blood from them. Conducting this NAT test or ELISA test is an expensive process. Right now, going to a blood bank and giving your blood is a very easy thing, right? Just go there, and mobile blood banks are also there. Just lie down there, they'll take your blood. Finished. These are again run by NGOs and various charitable organizations. Now you're telling the charitable organization, whatever blood samples you got, subject it to NAT test, ELISA test. Who has the money for all this infrastructure? Okay, don't buy the infrastructure, let us give it to the government. Then you can wait for 10 years or 20 years for the result to come. It is please Google it, Abhishek. Asif, very nice. In the last 50 years, how many times Palestine-Israel conflict has come in UPSC paper? Last 11 years, they have not asked. In 50 years, you find it out. Then come back to me. Okay. Similar restrictions existed in other countries. Other countries also have such similar restrictions. Yeah, enzyme-linked immune sorbent assay, ELISA. Ah, tax exemption on gift in homosexual couple. Oof. NCTP advises government grievance redressal monitors policy. That is, this is a body again which is for transgender people, for transgender persons. Transgender Act 2019 and Rules 2020. Non-discrimination in healthcare, education, jobs, housing. Legally, their gender is recognized. That is, in India, you have man, woman, transgender. This is legally recognized today. Garima Gray, shelter skills rehabilitation under SMILE scheme. SMILE scheme, again for transgender people. Ayushman Bharat, TG plus, transgender plus. Covers hormone therapy, SRS, counseling, healthcare. All right. Go the teacher. Array, you finding it so funny. Go waste your time somewhere else, na. Eh? Why you want to build an identity by criticizing me? Go do something better with your life. As if I don't want to go there. Already, just for telling that Sonam Wangchuk deserved to be arrested, people called me BJP stooge. BJ party. I know what BJ means. I'm 38 years old. All right. Now for this thing again people will come to the conclusion. This fellow is this fellow is that. All right. You can only sit and Google right from history or right from the point Quran came into picture, which names are mentioned in Quran, what and all treaties or dealings had happened in all these years. You only sit and study. It is easily available in the internet. Easily available. In Quran, which name is mentioned? Palestine is mentioned or Israel is mentioned, to all the way to different deals that were signed between Israel or Palestine or Hamas, whatever deals were there. Or Gaza was under which country initially? Was it really under Palestine or was it under some other country? The entire chronology of events, it is available. Understand that. Again, this conflict, why it is getting extended? Who has held up hostages? Who, if a person really wants peace, what will they do? Will they keep hostages or will they release it? You tell me. I don't know. I don't know. It is okay, Lasya. It is not necessary that you should mention all the complex full forms. But main point should be there. See, just because you forgot one complex full form doesn't mean that your marks will be cut immediately. But like I told you, Supreme Court ruling, data, what is the issue, what is the way forward, that should be there. Same gender marriage, is it allowed in India? Legally, so far, there is no law to stop anybody from marrying like that. That is the idea ultimately. There is no law to stop. When living together is there is no law to stop. Understand that very clearly. Clear? Now, Martyr's my stand. What will you do? What will you do knowing my stand, people? Malik, Hanan, what will you do knowing my stand? I am just one citizen of this country. I am no god or some this thing. Some shots of my videos became a little viral. That's it. Don't make me the be all and end all. I have my own opinion. Ultimately, my brother is in the army. My friends are there in the army. Anybody who poses a threat to the sovereignty or integrity of the country, I am against them. Very clear. I don't care whether his name is Sonam, whether his name is Arjun, or whether his name is Anil. I don't care. I don't care about their religion, then their caste, then their what is it, which state they are from. Nothing I would bother. You worked, you are talked, even mentioned that you will go against the country. You are my enemy number one. As simple as that. Let me make it very clear. Got the point? Simple. Risk screening. Replace identity bans with behavior-based donor screening. Identity bans with behavior-based donor screening. Behavior means, like I told you, what is their sexual life, what are they doing, what is their life, what do they do for a job, etc. For example, when you go, especially after marriage and all, when you go to a pediatrician and or to a gynecologist, first question that they will ask is, are you from the same family? Are you within the family, that is cousins or something got married? Then you will be like, no. Okay, you are from which state, or this thing, etc. Why are they asking all those questions? Because if it is from the same family, within the family, distant cousins, whatever it is, there is a probability that the child may develop genetic disorders. That is why that question is asked. Same way, question them. Then obviously, infrastructure, policy review, amend the 2017 NBTC guidelines, confidential counseling, blah, blah, blah. Follow the Supreme Court 2025 directive, conduct regular audits. That's it. Very good, Jatin. Malik, you clear the exam and come. Then we will sit and discuss it at length. Got the point here. Understand one thing. Every trouble in Kashmir, every trouble that takes place in Ladakh, it is not isolated incidents. Now, Sonam Wangchuk is not such a famous personality and all. But the moment that incident took place, international newspapers were covering it. Is it that big of a news to be covered internationally and all? Understand, every country around us, government has underwent a change. Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Afghanistan, even Pakistan, Imran Khan's government changed. Maldives, our government is still standing there. So this government change, what happened around us, that is also not a coincidence. So there are forces that are actually working to destabilize the government. There are forces. Whether you like it or not, that is the reality. So we cannot say that every protest in the country is justified. Got the point here? Every protest in the country, you cannot say it is justified. All these are, again, questions that government has to answer. You call him hero. This is a free country. You call whoever you want, you make your hero. Just because you have the right to call him a hero, Mr. UPSC or Miss UPSC, doesn't mean I don't have the right to call him a villain. That is your freedom of expression. I am not calling you names. That is my decency. You are calling me names. That is your decency. That shows your upbringing. Go ahead. I don't care. Ultimately, you're calling yourself UPSC, right? Now, he has been arrested under NSA. NSA means preventive detention it is. The preventive detention, when somebody goes into, there are 3 options available with them. He can make a representation in front of the government, or he can present his case in front of the advisory board comprising of High Court judges, or he can file writ petitions in High Court under Article 226 and Article 32, High Court and Supreme Court. These are the options available with Mr. Sonam Wangchuk. If he's genuinely innocent, don't worry, High Court or Supreme Court will release him, because these 2 things, if you see, advisory board and government is anyway not going to release him. That is for sure. Advisory board, doubtful, because in advisory board, Sonam Wangchuk will have to present his own case. He cannot take a legal lawyer there. Only option is this. Now my question is, if High Court or Supreme Court says the whole case is fabricated, then will I change my opinion? Absolutely yes. Then I will say, no, he is not a villain. Why? Judiciary has told. Judiciary has told. So I will respect it. Will you change your opinion if High Court and Supreme Court says that the prima facie charges against Sonam Wangchuk appears to be true? Will you change your opinion then, Mr. UPSC or Miss UPSC? I will abide by the government, irrespective of which party it is. I will abide by the Honorable High Court and Supreme Court, irrespective of what my personal opinion is. Got the point here? Healthcare system, Sri Lanka, strong primary healthcare and midwifery practices were in Sri Lanka. Primary healthcare and midwife. Midwife means somebody will help you in delivering the baby and all. Thailand, universal health coverage and referral networks. That means connections are like pakka. The one advantage of Thailand is they are basically Jatin Bhaiya, congratulations, sir. Okay, for NDA. Oh yeah, मैं NDA में हूँ अभी. Jatin, then enjoy your life. Absolutely. Midwife-led continuity of care programs in Netherlands, Rwanda, community health worker networks in place. So each of these places have their own, what is it, superior health networks. Clear? Now, success stories in maternal health care. This is the other thing I wanted to tell you. So when you start writing your answer, when you say maternal health issue, babies issue, women's safety issue, women's education, sure short question in your mains. Then we are on the same board, UPSC. Finished. Now cheers. Fist bump. End of the story. I am ready to change my opinion if court rules him innocent. You are also ready to change your opinion if court rules him guilty. Finished. Itna hi hai. Don't take everything to heart and be very serious. Tomorrow, because this is politics. Tomorrow, what if Sonam Wangchu joins BJP? Can you say it will never happen? That is the reality. Understand. JDS, Karnataka, state election, they were the ally of Congress. Same JDS, in 2024 election, they were the partners of NDA. There is a photo of Narendra Modi putting his hand around Mr. Revanna, I think that is his name. I'm not sure whether I'm pronouncing it right. And Revanna, who is he? Former Prime Minister H.D. Devagowda's grandson. Is now in jail because he has apparently raped so many women and shot videos of it. Got the point here? This is the reality. So don't ever take one side and say, that side is wrong. Don't do that. You will end up feeling like a bakra later. That is the reason. Prajwal Revanna. Love you too, Yasir. So what I was trying to tell. Sure short question. Women. Right from birth, their problem starts. Feticide. If they are by chance they get born, then the next issue that they will face is education. That is primary, secondary, tertiary, all that education. Primary level, secondary level, college level. Then as they get matured, adolescent stage once they reach, adolescent stage they reach, then what is the next issue? Sexual harassment, comma, menstrual health. Fine, they finished all this. Somehow they finished college. Getting jobs, not at all easy because there also discrimination is there. Then the next issue is what? No choice over marriage. They're married off early. Again, they end up becoming mothers later, where there again no choices there. Husband will come and say, "Hamra saadi ho gaya hai, humko bachcha chahiye," and that's it, done. By the way, I just said that dialogue. That's it. I just said it. I'm not targeting any state here. But most of the Indian men doesn't even, most of the Indian men have not even heard of the word. Whoa. See, even the stylus doesn't want to write. Consent. These are the issues. These are the average issues. Like if you notice what have I done from birth, then obviously old age related issues. From birth till death, what are the issues faced by women? All right. From birth till death. Acha, that was Bhojpuri accent. Oh, I'm very, very sorry. It just came from my mouth. What are the issues? Data for this. Examples of the best state and the worst state. Best state, worst state. Yeah, dowry. Dowry. Dowry harassment. So all this, if you have data, best states, which are fighting, which are like having very low feticide levels, all that, worst states with very high feticide levels. These three data, you will have it with you. Sure, this is very, very sure that you will get a question. This is a sure shot topic. Similarly, another topic which you need to prepare on will be the condition of health in our country, the condition of education in our country, the condition of research and development in our country. Same funda. How much is government spending for each of this? Central level how much? State level how much? Best state when it comes to health education R&D. Worst state when it comes to health education R&D. In way forward, you will write the schemes of the government. This is what I want you to. What is below adolescent? Let us see what is below adolescent. Jobs. Oh, sorry. Sometimes even my handwriting will look like Harappa Mohenjo-daro script. Jobs. Clear? Thank you. From the state of Kerala. Clear? So, this you prepare and keep. On this, you collect data from current affairs. When you write your answer, I want you to practice PYQ, not write current affair. Like this, you will prepare. Right? This is sure shot. These topics will never go out of fashion in any exam. You are preparing for NDA, you're preparing for state service, you will get an essay question or you will get a question in your interview related to this. Prepare and keep it. Clear? That is what VT said. Got the point? Today, my paid batch. Now, don't start fighting between each other. All right? You are all paid batch. Show some elite behavior. Love from earth. Oof. Ayyo. Maternal mortality rate fell from 130 to 2014-16 to 93 per 1 lakh live births, a 29% decline in 5 years. As per sample registration system, India has achieved the National Health Policy 2017, the target of less than 100 MMR before 2020. Maternal mortality rate simply means number of women who are dying after childbirth. Clear? I really want to, what is my biggest desire right now? To get into movies. Seriously, I want to become villain in any movie. That way I can leave this field and go. So if I meet, Lav Kumar or Tarun on the road, Tarun will say, hi sir, I will say, bye, I don't know you. India's maternal mortality ratio declined to 93 from 97, showing steady progress in maternal health outcomes. What is MMR? Number of maternal deaths per 1 lakh live births during a given period. Mostly this is in a year. Number of mothers who die per 1 lakh live birth. So currently when I say it is standing at 93, means what? 93 women will die out of 1 lakh live births. Got the point here? Villain is better, especially in Kannada and Telugu movies, and Tamil movies also. Only one dialogue will be that, hey, that's it, done. Covers deaths during pregnancy, childbirth, or within 42 days of termination from causes related to pregnancy or management. So what is the number to remember here? 42 days. Within 42 days of termination of pregnancy. Pregnancy has been terminated. That means the child has died, maybe inside the womb only. But sometimes what happens is when the pregnancy gets aborted and all, complications can arise as a result of which, or not aborted. Child has been born. Sorry, birth is over. Child is alive. Mother dies due to complications after 42 days. So far, no. Tahana. Recent data based on sample registration system, which is filed by Registrar General and Census Commissioner. So sample registration system, that is your current affair. Sorry, potential prelims question right there. Sample registration system prepared by Registrar General and Census Commissioner. Just reread it. Don't even write it down. Repeated studying, Uzair. Gradual decline from 17 to 19, 103, 18 to 20, 97, 19 to 21, 93. Age group, highest maternal deaths among 20 to 29 years, followed by 30 to 34 years. Highest age gap is what? 20 to 29 years. This group, this is where most of the women die. And that is followed by 30 to 34 years. What is the problem here? Here, especially the problem is low weight. That is according to a study done by World Health Organization, especially the young mothers, they are underweight at least by 15 to 25 kilo underweight. That means their body does not have the strength to go through pregnancy. Physical strength is not there. Weight is not there. They're underweight. In such a case, even if this mother does not die, like mother didn't die, child didn't die, the child will be born underweight. As a result of which, the child will have a lot of health issues from day one. Clear? Yeah, I've been to Kashmir, rukega. High MMR states. Madhya Pradesh 175, Assam 167, UP 151, Odisha 135, Chhattisgarh 132, West Bengal 109, Haryana 106. Now let me tell you one more additional information. Wherever you are finding these values right, high values, Madhya Pradesh, Assam, UP, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, West Bengal, Haryana, these are also the states which fare very poorly in other female parameters. That means education you take, women empowerment you take, women's access to financial resources you take, dowry death you take, PT side you take, the same states will come there also. All the, see, let me tell you, when I give any information, I will give a little extra. You need to remember only the latest one. The latest one only you will take always. The latest one you will take. Number one. These many states are the right. So I should not look like, see, first of all, let me tell you, this is not actually a medical miracle and all. If anybody asks me which states are actually very, very bad, when I was a freelancer, I used to take even society also. So if you actually ask me which are the really bad states which are doing very poorly, I will basically do only one thing. Take this region and say these are the states which are faring very badly when it comes to parameters on women. Any parameter you take, these states will be there in that. There will be there in that list. In the top 10 of the worst states for women, these states will figure there. No doubt about it. Blindly you can say. So easy. So what? How it is easy now? So if a question comes on, let us say, PT side, I'll probably go with Haryana here. I'll go with Haryana one place, then I'll take West Bengal. Two opposite places. Maybe I will even say, okay, then for the next question on women, maximum 2 questions you will get in a single paper on women related issue. The next time when I have to take, I will ensure what? I will also quote a southern state. Among the southern states, actually, it is only one state that is really doing a bad job. And that is the state of Karnataka. Among the 5 southern states, when it comes to women related issues, Karnataka is the worst. In comparison to Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Telangana, Andhra, I'm talking about. Among those 5 southern states, Karnataka is the worst. But Karnataka's values are still better than what? Still better than these states. Rajasthan to West Bengal onwards. Till West Bengal. It is still better only. But comparing to the southern states, it won't work out. So that time what I will do, for the next question on women, I will probably quote Karnataka, then I'll quote UP. So for PT side, I had quoted Haryana and West Bengal. So for 2 answers, if you see, my answer has literally become what? Pan India. Ahaha. Got the point here? Postpartum depression be a case. The postpartum depression itself, if you go and tell to your parents that I am feeling, I don't know why I'm suddenly crying and I'm becoming very, very moody these days. Probably your Indian parents will do what? They'll fix your marriage. Normal depression only they don't accept. Forget that. My friend is there. Bangalore. Okay. Bangalore born and brought up, very educated, very, very knowledgeable, etc. Whatever. His wife told him, I think I'm going through postpartum depression. He was not even ready to believe it. He said it is all just creation of your mind. So an educated guy is telling this means, imagine the rest of the country then. Getting the point? I'm telling you, arranged marriage as a thing has been created so that Indian men can marry. Because if you really ask any female out there in our country whether they want to marry, they will only have one answer: I don't want to marry. Or chalao phone. Correct. Total fertility rate 20. Oh, 1 minute. Did I miss any data here? The southern states. Southern states, there you go. Karnataka 63, highest in south, but still lower than high burden states. Lowest is Kerala 20, Maharashtra 38. Kerala's value 20 mmr per 1 lakh live. That value, this performance right here is almost similar to the European health standards. Got the point here? Woman puts her son in fridge and gets to sleep because the child was crying. Wow, very nice. Every child deserves a parent, but not every but every parent does not deserve a child. There are nutcases, absolute nutcases are there who shouldn't even have a child. Clear? What is total fertility rate? Average number of children a woman is expected to bear during her reproductive years, 15 to 49, under current fertility patterns. So earlier I told you why you are having high maternal mortality in 20 to 29. I told you low weight is the reason. But after 30, 34 and all, you know what is the problem? Complications are high. But Indian men will generally say, nothing happened to Shilpa Shetty. Nothing happened to Aishwarya Rai. Now see, Katrina Kaif is also pregnant. Nothing has happened to them. What is wrong with you? Katrina Kaif, Aishwarya Rai and all, what they eat in a single meal, that is so filled with nutrition, that nutrition will feel ashamed. The word nutrition will feel ashamed. Largely today, one of the major problem is nobody is eating on time. Nobody is eating healthy. But 30 to 34 and all, when you try to conceive, it is very difficult. Clear? N number of problems, one solution. Correct. Your state is doing very, very good. Shaif Ali Khan, that is a reality. Kerala, state of Kerala, when it comes to education, when it comes to women's rights, when it comes to MMR, TFR, anything you talk about, Kerala actually does a fantastic job. And that is the only reason is because here literally, and again in Kerala, is that one state where women are more than men. That means men get the chance to tell to the women, reject women, sorry, friend zone women, sorry, I have only seen you as a friend. They can literally tell women, sorry, I have seen you as a sister only. Show me your hand, let me tie Rakhi for you. That's it. That is the only state where men get to do that. In every other state, women are in demand because limited supply, high on demand. Largely the people. So total fertility rate, average number of children and women is expected to bear. If it is above 2.1, that means population is growing. Samiksha, postpartum depression generally happens when the husband and the in-laws don't support the female. A female will go through a lot of bodily changes, hormone changes at the time of delivery. Sometimes you will wonder, is this the same female that I married? Only thing to do is support her completely. That is the only thing to do. Other than that, nothing is there. 2.1 at 2.1. That means at 2.1 means it is at the right replacement level. Replacement level means what? Basically, you would have heard of it. Hum do, hamare do. That is, husband is there, wife is there. Then they have 2 children. So tomorrow, when husband and the wife will die, father and mother will die. So 2 people left the total population. But to replace them, 2 children are there. So 2 exited, 2 entered. Population is stable. The replacement level, that is what I'm telling you. Hum do, hamare do. Husband, wife. One day husband and wife will die. But they have 2 children now. So my name and my wife's name will be removed from the population list. Correct? Because we are dead. But to replace that, there are 2 children. So that 2 will come. I have only 1 son. And I will not put my wife through another pregnancy again. That was enough complications were there. So that is what it is. So current trend, if you see, it is at below 2.1. That means women are not having more than 1 child. I have colleagues who have decided not to have children. I have friends who have decided not to get married. Females I am talking about. Population will decline. You will have a senior workforce and senior aged people more. Workforce is shrinking. In that part again, Kerala is first in everything. Correct. Most of the things Kerala is number 1. Kerala is also going to be number 1 in what? In the state with the highest old age population. Because women there are empowered. Most women don't want to marry. They are leading single life, solo life. Even if they marry, they don't want to have children. That is, it is called dual income, no children. DINC or something. Dual income means husband and wife both are earning, but no children. Not DINC, it is DINK. This is on the rise. You will find it in almost all the cities today. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Replacement level fertility defined as 2.1 children per woman. Balance between births and deaths without immigration. Means number of people who are dying and number of people who are being born, both are one and the same. And if you don't count immigration into it. All right. Dual income. No kids. Correct. Stabilizes population in the long run. That is, population will become stable. Now again, total fertility rate for all the states, 2019 to 2020. 2.4. Look at Bihar there. 2.4, 2.3, 1.9, 1.9, etc., etc. That is overall. And Kerala, if you see, 1.8. Karnataka, 1.7. Goa, 1.3. Here again you have 2.9. Meghalaya you have. This is from 2019, 2020. Latest data, you need to update it. But you get the overall picture. The overall picture is very, very simple. Come 2050, India will easily have at least 25% of India's population will be old age. That is, when you are walking on the road and all, you are not going to see young people doing yeah. You will be seeing many people aye and amma walking like that. Looking at it only, you will feel depressed. Why? Because you are also old. You are also part of that same old age population. I'll be still young, by the way. Another major reason for this high maternal mortality rate is anemia. Condition of how low hemoglobin levels, reducing oxygen carrying capacity because of iron deficiency, folate, vitamin B12, vitamin A deficiencies. One major reason for this is vegetarian diet. Not telling that all vegetarians only will get it, but largely vegetarian diet. That is, some people, they'll say they are vegetarian, but they won't consume all the vegetables or all the fruits. I know people who are vegetarian. They won't eat paneer. They won't eat, spinach or green leafy vegetables, that they won't eat. Then they won't eat potato. I mean, potato is useless also. Like that, they have many other conditions. Then I'm like, then what do you eat? Other than rice and just the curry, they don't eat anything else. Children, impaired cognitive and motor development. Husband's role is very, very important, Soumya. Husband's role is not to just stand in the, what is it, outside the delivery room, looking at the watch and who had not that. That is not how it is. I'm telling you, once you go through that whole process of delivery, right, if you literally see what the pain that a woman is going through, trust me, you will not put her into it again. If you are really somebody who respect you and love your wife, you are never going to do it again. My son, he was like a crazy little fellow in my wife's tummy only. It was so many complications were there, and suddenly we could see one side bump, swelling in her tummy. Doctors went crazy, nurses went crazy, everybody. I'm like, what is this bump? Sudden new bump is there. Later, when they brought the scanning machine and everything, then they are saying, my son is like thrusted his bump and he has turned his position comfortably to some other odd angle. Doctor was like, huh? This was her reaction. They all of us were worried. We were like something very serious. But this was the thing. Now it sounds like a comedy, but that time it was like epic level of tension it was. So if the husband is not there to support, the in-laws are pestering her, anybody will go into depression. Anybody. Adults, reduced work capacity, pregnancy, risk of low birth weight, preterm delivery, that is giving birth to the child before 9 months. In India, 52.2% of pregnant women are anemic, according to National Family Health Survey 2019-21. Drivers of decline. Okay. These are all the schemes names. Janani Suraksha Yojana, how much money has been given. Janani Shishu Suraksha Karyakram, which has covered how many women. Then Pradhan Mantri Surakshit Matritva Abhiyan, Quality Lakshya, Labor Room Quality Improvement Initiative. Suman, Surakshit Matritva Ashwasan. Then, yeah, EMOC, Emergency Obstetric Care. LSAS, Life Saving Anesthesia Skills. Then SBA, Skilled Birth Attendant Trained. All of this you need not. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. All these schemes, just learn what it is. What it is for. That much you learn. Anyway, it will come under Ministry of. Majority of them will come under Ministry of Women and Child Development. That will be the parent ministry. Purpose of each scheme, how much layoff, what is the budget allocation for it, just learn and keep. Because like I told you, women related, child related issues, health related issues, short short question in UPSC mains. Clear? Real-time monitoring, MPCDSR, maternal perinatal child death surveillance and response, and RCH, reproductive and child health portal institutions. Again, same schemes only. I have written it down separately again. High anemic burden. Again, same data, but given in a different way. Regional disparities. Assam with 195, Kerala with 20. 1 out of 3 maternal deaths occurs post-delivery. That is after the delivery. Internal bleeding can be there. They understand the size of a watermelon, some 3-4 kilo. You're pushing out of your body. And as your baby is coming out, even one nerve, one blood vessel breaks inside. No doctor in the world will be able to get to know. They will only see a mother is healthy, parameters are all okay. Internally, silently, the bleeding will be happening. That female will be like, I'm still feeling pain, I'm still feeling pain. I don't know, I'm feeling pain, I'm feeling tired. Doctors will, but no, it's just this. They'll just give medicine. Bleeding will continue inside. Dead. 24 hours, 36 hours, mother will die. This is the reality. Clear? 78.27 lakh identified, but poor follow-up. Inadequate critical care infrastructure. Yeah, Bimaru. Okay, one thing let me tell you. Don't write Bimaru anywhere. That is the only reason I added it here. Don't write Bimaru henceforth. Bimaru was a term that was largely coined in our time when we were studying for UPSC. Bimaru states, Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, UP, West Bengal. That is all the way from Rajasthan from this side to West Bengal. Those states were called Bimaru states because like I told you, there all troubles you whatever troubles you talk about in India, social issues you talk about, you will find those states in it. Easily you will find. Getting the point here. But never use this Bimaru anywhere. In your this thing also, please strike it out. Clear? I am studying having two children, Sarji, men play a big role. Hika, Shirish, Mother India, I bow before you. And yes, salute to your husband. Unsafe abortions contribute to 8 to 20% of maternal death. Shortage of C-section and anesthesia specialists will overburden ASHA workers. So all these are the issues which you can take down. This entire article, please study it. Because it is very, very important for understanding. Like that article, you keep it with you. One short article it is. That is, everything is there as far as maternal health is concerned. Maternal and child health. Keep it. Clear? So with that, we will call it a day, people. Too many topics are there. Yeah, to my paid batch here. So this was the last free class. What is our program from now? Now I know you will be worried, but sir, remaining topics. See, Wednesdays will go only into discussing the backlogs from May month. We have already started. Now this was a YouTube community was also there. Next week onwards, that is from next class onwards, Friday onwards, there is no YouTube community. It will be just you and me. All right. So that time we can cover topics in a better manner. So every week now, Wednesdays we will use for what? Wednesdays will go into backlogs. So we have started from May. All right. We will cover it properly, comfortably, so that you understand things. The other thing that I wanted to tell you was PDF. Somebody had asked, sir, will we get the PDF of whatever we take on Monday, Friday? Because Monday and Friday we are taking the weekly current affairs. Some of you were asking, sir, can we get the PDF? PDF will be provided to you. Then exactly that I cannot guarantee. But PDF will be provided. Number one. Number two, henceforth for current affairs, what should you refer? Only refer PW monthly magazine plus my PDF. That is the PDF that I am giving you, my class PDF. Only that you refer. Yes, there will be few topics that is overlapping. What will you do? You read it only from one area. What is not there here, you may find it here. What is not there, you may find it here. Just read both. Tuck the common topics. I mean, read it only from one area. Read it multiple times. Enough. Beyond that, don't go. Writing notes, you're not going to do. What you will do is, you will visit the PYQ and say, for example, today we saw maternal health. You will see, is there any question that was asked in the last years on maternal health? Was there any PYQ? You will write the question, you will write the answer. That you will do. The time that you will waste in noting down current affair, you will utilize that same time in writing PYQs. That way PYQs will happen, which will be updated with the latest current affair data. You have answers ready with you next year when you go for mains. Already topic wise you would have done it. And I have already shared with you people the GS 1, 2, 3, 4 question papers of from 2013 to 2023, I think. That question papers I have shared it with you. Topic wise, I have segregated the questions and given you. Start writing the answers. It will be shared to you indirectly into your profile. It will be uploaded. Don't worry about that. We get just after few. PPT is one thing. That will have some additional information and all sometimes. All right. PDF I'm talking about. Not this. This you will get. This is basically from the monthly current affair. That is, this there is nothing to note down. This separate PDF and all you're not going to get. I'm talking about the current affair. Weekly current affair is the right. What we take on Monday and Friday. For that PDF will come to you. So you don't have to note down even when I'm taking the class. Don't note down anything. PDF will come. And anyway, with the annotations, you're going to get the PPT again. So why worry? Revise it. That's it. All right. Sahana, as of now, I cannot promise that. The reason being that if I promise it, then I'll have to deliver on it. Number one. Number two, 3 classes I have in a day. There is offline class of polity. There is public administration class online. And then I have this current affair class. And I wake up at 4:30 in the morning to prepare for it. I really don't have a bandwidth. If I get one extra hour, I will go and I will use it to spend time with my baby, my son. That is what I would love to do. I don't want to take up any commitment which I won't be able to honor later. All right. First year, like from where I should start? I am doing BA. You can start with NCRT, RL, then effective while working full time. It's really hard to stay consistent, focus on studies. Abhi, which competitive exam are you going to prepare first? Decide on that. Kujli means Pichapilla. I think you're from Tamil Nadu. When you have a rash on your skin, you'll scratch, right? It is there. It is not a big issue. Like, you life threatening, but it is there to irritate you. And when you do this, people who are watching it, they will also feel irritated. Repeated reading, Love Kumar. See, why, otherwise, if this was an easy exam, means gali mein you will have an IAS officer. Why do you need this level of memory? This is remembering these. Let me tell you, remembering anything for that matter is only possible when you don't have fear in your mind, when you don't have jealousy in your mind, and when you don't have anger in your mind. Eliminate. I know practically it is not possible, but reduce these negative emotions as much as possible. You will remember the data. Will I get a call? Call you won't get, they'll share the link. Hindi mein bol pagal. Don't even know me, and you have the audacity to actually abuse me. सामने इतना अगर यू नो कलेजा है तो सामने आकर एक बार बोलकर देख. PYQs you just now told. That I have shared it with that paid group, paid batch Telegram group. I have completed NCRT. What should I do next? If you are okay with paying, I would recommend you choose PW's courses itself. Very affordable, quality courses. You are unable to pay, then the only thing to do is analyze the previous year questions of last 10 years, prepare the topic accordingly. I told you, Viganath, man, note making is not what you should do. You should do answer writing. 6 hours minimum. What time can I meet you in Chandralaya? Tomorrow is a holiday. Now the working hours is 9 to 11:30. That is when I'll be there. So you can meet me 11:30 a.m. 11:30 to 12. That time you can meet me. You're already in the banking sector. Then why you want to give SSC and central government exams? Ugh. How to study? See, there is nothing called as effective study. Whichever exam you're preparing for, there are only two things. Either you are going to give a written exam. That means you need to prepare a lot. If you're going to give an exam where maths is the main thing, you need to practice maths more and more. That's it. Keep studying the formulas, keep practicing it. Class 9th, please, Rukaya, finish your schooling. I am not setting the paper for CAPF exam or RBI grade B. RBI grade B, you should be actually focusing more on economics and other topics. CAPF, maybe for your essay and all, this will become useful, and for your interview. You completed class 12 in 2025. You're just 17 years old. I am 38 years old, and you had the audacity to call me Pagal. Aha. Wow. What a way of addressing. Start writing. Just start writing. Nothing else. ஆமா தமிழும் தெரியும் சொல்லுங்க. Arey, leave it, Soumya ji. Whatever it is, people always, I always believe in that. You are a representative of your family. The values, the words that you use clearly shows what sort of upbringing you have. So if a person is using gali, hey, imagine, I have not harmed him, I have not stolen his kidney. Straight away he starts the convert. Hindi mein bol pagal. Yeah. Hindi mein bol pagal. Like that he has come up. He thinks it is cool. People will laugh at it. He just showed what is his upbringing. That's all. Nothing else. ஆணியை பிடுங்க தேவையில்லை நீயும் உன் தமிழை கொள்ளைக்கட்ட வைக்க லவ் யூ டு லவ் குமார் Obviously, depending on the exam's demand, you should prepare. Amit, get into a college first, Agastya, then do the rest. Get into a college first. College is important. Graduation is important. Build relationships. English channel में आकर हिंदी में बात करिए. Wonderful. Zohra, good evening. Any other questions, people? Let us wind it up. Thank you. Thank you. Are Yasir, enough. Complete math syllabus, sir. What strategy is there? Practice the questions, take the PYQs, look at the level of questions that they have asked. What you can do is join maybe any test series. That is, when PW has many banking courses are there, or banking test series you take, banking or whatever, bond test series are there. Because see, banking test series or SSC test series, these are all one and the same because it all has general awareness, logical reasoning, quantitative aptitude, English comprehension. General awareness, you can only attempt maximum 50%. Because they can ask any question there. Logical reasoning, you should score 100%. English comprehension, at least 90%. Quant, 100%. This too, you should score 100% if you need a fighting chance of clearing the exam. 8 to job doing by Northern people. Huh? I didn't understand your question, Shaif. All of you have a good day. All right, all right. How to deal? Don't deal, just study. Gopala Krishna. That other Telegram channel, my personal ID, that is it is just at Nikhil Ram Pabad. That is different. The Telegram channel that is there for the comprehensive current affairs group, that is basically for the paid batch it is. Okay. Can you teach? No, I cannot. It is better, Ashutosh. See, current affairs, how quickly you get accustomed to it, better. Because these issues are all the health issue, international issue, Russia-China issue, India-Pakistan issue, that will be always there. It is better to prepare like that. Yeah. Thank you, Pavan. All right, let's call it a day. How do you control your anger? I don't control it, Shivan. Trust me. Online class, that is why you have not even seen. Offline means I would have shown you what I'm capable of. My voice will change that time. That will be that, oh, such an ugly voice you will feel. Trust me. So that is how it is. So let's call it a day, people. Okay. Thank you all. So this was the last class. This was the last free class. With the paid batch also, that is what I'm telling you. We will continue with our classes like this. I mean, more topics we will be covering. All right. And we'll try to finish the backlog also as early as possible. Clear? So those of you who are yet to get your admission into the Telegram channel, please follow this path what I told you. And there you will find the Google form will be there. You can fill it up. Okay. Put your Telegram ID there. By invitation, you will be allowed to enter. I don't have any opinion, people. My opinion, I lost it when I saw from BJP to Aam Aadmi Party, everybody has taken money through electoral bond scheme from all the corporates in the country. Not a single political party was not there in this country who has not taken money through electoral bond scheme. That is the reality. So just forget it. Just follow this ladder. Follow this path. There should be a Google form there. But still not allowed. Wait. It will only come by invitation. Just please wait. It will only come by invitation. All right. Let's call it a day, people. That's it. It's already running late.